This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
New from Bob and Tom Records, the ultimate collection is here. It's the best of Hello There.
Hello there. Hello there.
That's right. Now you can play it all day long because we've got them all right here. The best of Hello There. Adele.
Hello there.
It's me.
The Doors.
Hello there.
I love you. Won't you tell me your name?
The Beatles.
You say goodbye. And I say
Hello there. Hello.
I don't know why you say goodbye. I say
Hello there.
Lionel Richie.
I sometimes see you pass outside my door.
Hello there.
Is it me you're looking for?
13 lucky classics for you on one album. Todd Rundgren.
Hello there.
Peter Gabriel.
Hello there.
I'm on my way, I'm making it.
Neil Diamond.
Hello there. Hello there.
And for the kids, classic Alan Sherman.
Hello there. Hello there.
Electric Light Orchestra.
Hello there.
It's the best of Hello There. New from Bob and Tom Records. Get it now.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
You forgot my name.
I almost said Tom for some strange reason.
He forgot my name. Did you hear that?
I'm sorry, you are...
Hi, Josh. How are you?
Hello, Chick McGee.
Thank you very much. Josh,
Show
the guy
off.
hates Steven Singer, knows everybody's name. There's Jeff Oskey running the ones and twos. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Testing. Okay, good.
Nothing can go wrong now.
No, we're in good shape. Happy to be here. Got a lot of letters. A lot of mail to get to today.
Got a lot of trouble.
In River City?
Okay.
Yeah.
Capital T.
A lot of problems, Tom.
Okay. We'll open up the door. Let me see some problems. We'll fix them.
Dear people and Tom, this first letter goes.
Witty.
First thing Tom says to me, yeah, I go, hey, Mar, how's it going? He goes, I'm so tired.
Oh, my, Tom, I'm right there with you.
I got no sleep.
Yeah, I must
woke
have
up
been
at
in the
2.
air.
I took an Advil.
I
can't stand it.
I was 1:45 and I took 4 Advil and it didn't work. It hasn't worked yet.
You have a headache?
That'd be a different song, wouldn't it? It's 1:45. I took some Advil. Just me and you.
Yeah, not very romantic. No, I've been up since then.
You got aches and pains?
I got everything hurting today. I don't know what I did.
I love theme songs, this thing says. The My all-time favorite theme song is the Magilla Gorilla theme song.
Magilla, gorilla for sale.
How much is that gorilla for sale?
Oh.
Yeah, that Hanna-Barbera.
Yes.
I haven't seen that one in many years. I'd have to.
I liked Magilla Gorilla.
Magilla Gorilla and the alligator.
Wally Gator.
Wally Gator.
Oh,
yeah,
I love
same
Wally
thing.
Gator, too.
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember Wally Gator?
There's
Wally
something
Gator?
alligator in the swamp.
Yeah.
I want to say hippest alligator.
Is that what it
You're
is?
right.
Yeah,
That's
I think so.
exactly
I like
right.
the best song for me was always King Kong.
I know.
Yeah.
King Kong,
Oh,
you
God.
know the name of King Kong. You know the
Here
fame
comes,
of
here comes.
King Kong.
Here it comes.
10 times as big as a man.
Yes!
It says it all right there.
10 times as big as
I'd
a
argue
man.
more than 10 times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, the problem with that was always
But 11 doesn't sing
the
right.
physics of that were a problem.
I was going to tell this came up last week and it got lost in the shuffle. Have you guys seen the video of the drones that are computer controlled and they have them in formation so it looks like they're King Kong climbing up the Empire State Building?
It is astounding.
Yeah.
It's astounding.
It looks just like a giant ape,
Yeah.
gorilla, whatever the hell.
But it's all these dots that are drones and they're all synchronized so it looks like an ape going up the side of the Empire State Building.
I still prefer real fireworks, but that's just me. Are they
well,
called,
real fireworks can do
I was
this.
going to say,
Are
it
they
would
called-
burn the building down if they did that.
Are they called analog fireworks, by the way? What is that?
Yeah, let's go with that. I like it.
There it is. There's a still picture of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Crazy cool. Yeah.
So it's the real Empire State Building with drones looking like that's just incredible.
It looks like Ghostbusters.
What a stunt!
Yeah,
That was
pretty
great.
cool.
What a dazzling
Yes.
array of stunts. Or is it a cunning array of stunts? That's it.
Okay. I went to a celebration last year, and they had the drones doing various formations. They can obviously they make words, and so it was great. But still, there's something about good old fashioned fireworks. But
Now,
Yeah,
was
you don't
this
get the bang for your buck, do you?
now when you went and saw this drone celebration? Was it on the correct day that they were celebrating the 4th of July?
it wasn't a 4th of July; it was a charity event.
But you're known to
Well, there have been
not
times-
show up on the 4th of July.
We've gotten a lot looser in our culture about celebrating things.
People like Saturdays and Sundays.
I mean,
that's all.
it's unforgivable that they celebrate Easter at the White House on Monday. Now they call it Easter Monday. Sorry.
They've
Well,
always
families have to be together on Sunday.
and church and things.
Right.
And there is an Easter Monday.
Fine. I just
Yeah, there
There
is.
really
Yeah.
is. an
You
Easter
just see what
Monday.
happens when they try to go through the pearly gates and St. Peter goes, oh, you're the Monday guy. Ooh, boy. Hope you have some SPF 100. You're going to
Careful over there, buddy.
Yeah.
Is that,
I didn't
you've
see
walked
you
in
at
a
Easter
church
service
since-
Sunday.
yeah, I celebrated in my own way.
Sure you did.
is that your heaven?
By doing
Is that
laundry.
right? St. Peter's. St. Peter's, the sarcastic record keeper. Yeah. Tough crap there, pal.
I tell you what, they're speaking of religious things. They're
Starting the conclave.
getting ready to get up and running with the conclave.
Yep.
And I tell you what, I'm just not looking forward to all those ads. It just gets so tiresome.
Yeah.
The bashing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Negativity again and
You
again.
know, this bishop doesn't even speak Italian. Oh well.
The last pope wanted you to.
I wonder what the catering's like.
I think this year they should combine the Kentucky Derby and the Conclave.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we have Pope races.
Do they get to wear
I
the
wouldn't
hats?
be mad.
They have to wear the hat.
And the NFL
That
draft.
falls off your.
Like,
Well,
Yeah.
you hear the chime, you're out.
the 40 time and the vertical jump should all be, yeah. Well, he came in third in the general vote, but he has the top 40 time among
Sorry,
all the
Father
popes.
John, if you're listening.
Yeah,
I am a fast.
I guess on the outside is the Filipino guy. Is that right? For this Pope thing.
Let's not
Come
speculate on.
We're not
Pope.
gonna,
No, I mean you
He's
can.
going to be Italian. You know that.
You can bet on it.
Who's in the lead?
The Italian
Pietro.
dude. Yeah.
Pietro.
Pietro.
Pietro. There are 135 cardinal electors. 108 of them were appointed by Pope Francis.
Interestingly enough, number 7 in the rankings, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh,
Well, he's
Isn't that
very, very
Yeah,
popular.
yeah.
He's very
he
electable
does
for
get the popular vote, doesn't he?
everything. I guess.
The conclave doesn't start until May 7th. So you've got a little time to get your
wait.
But I'm totally serious. People think I'm kidding when I say you can bet on this.
And they still lock them all in, right?
Well, they get to go to their apartments at night, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Well,
they have like a hotel. We saw the movie.
That's not locking in.
They're in the yes.
They're in the
they
same
are still
building.
locked in.
Without getting too, I was reading a little bit about this. Back in the day,
You know how well he does with a little information.
they would lock them in, and there was a terrible odor
Yep.
issue. I mean, it's totally serious. And
It all gets back.
one of them, 1,000 years ago, went on for several years. and
3.5 years.
a number of the a number of the candidates died during the. So they've trimmed it down. The last one only lasted about a day and a half.
Yeah, he was quick.
Well, they have showers, right?
Well,
Well,
but
back in the
then,
day-
they would keep them in the Sistine Chapel. They didn't allow them to go to the
They didn't
hotel.
leave it. They locked
The
them in.
hotel.
That's
But also back in the day-
conclave means
The
the key
Sistine
lock. or
Chapel,
something.
is that what you're saying?
Also, back in the day, everything had an odor. The world reeked.
Oh, that's right. We didn't,
Yes, but
we
if
did not have
this
band
article
roll-up.
mentioned that I guess all of the things being equal, if the odor was normally an 8, it was apparently a 12.
There was no
during-
Pope soap and a rope.
But
Nope,
yeah.
no soap on a rope.
I mean, you got all those Italians. You know they're all wearing cologne. You know that.
Oh,
Well,
man.
that's to cover the garlic.
They like to load up on the cologne.
Hey, it's
You know
got to say,
that.
what is it you got on today? That smells pretty good.
It's a Drac Noir.
If I was into it, I bet the chicks would dig it.
It's Savage. If I was into
Oh,
chicks,
boy.
My new set is called celibacy.
we're going to have to move him to another parish.
Okay, well, we'll keep. I do actually have the odds. I'll find them for you if you'd like. If you want to, if you do want to bet on.
Let's just ride this out. He's found that you can bet on the popes. He finds it's fascinating.
You don't think that's interesting?
It's a little crass.
I
I
mean,
think
it
it's
seems
sad
a little
and-
sacrilegious to me.
I don't.
but
Maybe I'm talking about how that's permeated our culture. Sacrilegion.
Gambling.
And gambling, yes.
He wants everything to have a bigger meaning.
Everything does. We also have the Kentucky Derby coming up, and I have a few more names.
Bet on that, that's for sure.
I have been sent of
we're-
horses that didn't make the
But
race.
we're not going to do the standard. Okay, is this a Kentucky Derby horse or a rock band?
Oh, God.
Well, we're not going to do that now.
No, we're not going to do that.
That's in the next hour.
Uh-oh. What are you going to do, Rob?
No, no, I wasn't. But I mean, I can.
I know.
Oh, that's
I know.
okay.
I know. Is this a band entering the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or a horse in the Derby?
Oh, you still have a problem about that?
One of our
Much like the Oscars, though, the list of bands that have been snubbed is out, I guess, today. And fans,
What's the big snub, you think?
Fans and everybody are upset about it. I haven't looked at the list yet, but it says snubbing, ? For the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, we had the
In most cases, I think the women, the men, the sex, the drugs, isn't that enough? They have to get awards, too, and they have to be put in a Hall of Fame.
Those who didn't make it: Mariah Carey, Fish, Billy Idol, Joy Division, New Order, Mana, the Black Crowes, and Oasis. So I wonder what fan group is pissed off.
The Black Crowes is the only name in that list that I go, oh, yeah, they should be in there right now.
They're a real rock and roll band.
Oh,
they
here you
truly
go.
are, yeah.
And frequently cited as snubs by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Iron Maiden,
Oh, you're talking. Okay.
the Pixies.
Oh, they're not in?
Susan
Well,
Lucci.
Soundgarden's in now, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Motorhead. The Smiths.
Oh, I
I like the
them.
Smiths.
Sonic Youth, King Crimson, for you hardcore hippies out there.
Oh, that's
I defy you.
What song did they have?
Exactly.
Court of the Crimson King. At one point, wasn't Greg Lake in the band? And
Oh, okay.
I mean, they wanted to be Greg Lake if he wasn't in the band.
Is Jethro Tull not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Well, evidently
They're not?
What?
The Joy Division, New York Dolls, Tom. Slayer, Alice in Chains.
I have a nice letter from someone who's very upset that Grand Funk Railroad is not in.
Wow.
Is it from?
Okay.
From Flint, Michigan.
Oh, no kidding.
okay.
It's probably their mother-in-law.
Probably, yeah.
I think it's horrible what you've done to Donnie.
Oh, very fine band.
Don Duro.
Yeah, let's check in with your ears right now.
Thank you, Tom.
And your host, Chick McGee.
Raycon Everyday Earbuds. And what would make a great Mother's Day gift? Of course, you could get one of those plaster of Paris hand molds and give it to her as an adult. You remember those when you were a kid? You got them in
course you
kindergarten?
did.
Yeah.
I still have
Oh,
one.
yes.
You should
saw-
make one as an adult. and
I
give
still
it.
have mine.
Or here's a good idea.
You
Buy-
still have yours.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
My dad used mine as an ashtray. I was
See, that's
oddly
America right
flattered.
there. That is America right there.
Why
Well-
don't you get your mom Raycon earbuds and then Call her every day. That would be a nice gift.
Every day?
Yeah.
Now, get her one of those hand things, the mold of your hand, and then as a backup, get her a Raycon earbud, just in case.
Which will perfectly mold her ears.
Yes.
Because they fit everybody.
Oh, and they don't fall out either. And the latest model of Raycon's better than ever, 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, and they sync Bluetooth almost instantaneously, and a quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, and they come with active noise cancellation, starting at just half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon's everyday earbuds, a spectrum of big-time colors that match your mom's style. Maybe she has one of those Vera Wang. What are they?
Vera Wang. Vera Bradley.
Vera Bradley purses.
Yes.
Raycon's come in a color that'll
they will.
Match
that
her purse.
lavender color. Oh,
Vera meaning to see. Wang meaning Wang.
30-day
Hey,
happiness.
I see your Wang.
Guarantee return policy. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, and you get 20% off site-wide. Raycon, 20% off site-wide. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
They're great. They don't fall out. Get the Raycon earbuds, please. Makes a great gift. Now, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Jury.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. For those of you expecting to hear an unorganized mess, we have not disappointed you. Hello, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, is that Chick?
That's right. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Jeff Oskey's here. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. Thank you for joining us here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. It's great to be here. Christy Lee, of course, at the Silac Insurance News Desk. We'll check in with Christy. We have one of my favorite things happened in the news.
Oh, what's that?
The doors on a Brinks truck flew open.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday, and I almost called you home to tell you, hey,
because
buddy.
I mean, if you're driving a Brinks truck, you pretty much have, I think, job one is locking the back door.
And how does this happen?
We'll find out about that coming up.
I think this happens 5 times a year.
I agree.
Far too often.
At least. Right?
You have to wonder.
Well, the McDonald's truck was delivering burger patties, and the back door flew. You never hear that?
Yeah.
Never.
Burgers on the highway. Although, wait a minute. Maybe we will get that one.
Oh, yeah, maybe we do have burgers.
So, Pat, you may have to do cash on the highway.
Cash on the highway.
Okay.
I wonder who insures Brinks.
Would you take a bag and put it in your car, or would you turn it in?
Well, we have that coming up.
And it's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
It's hundreds of thousands
and
of
people did not turn it in.
They didn't.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I wouldn't either.
Heck no.
I would.
Hell no. Of course
There's
not.
serial numbers. They're going to get you.
Of course they are. They're going to find it.
Don't get it.
You got to wait about 10 years.
I have a question. Who has cash anymore?
That's true.
Why does Brinks even have a gig?
People do still use cash.
I don't.
I know. A lot of people don't.
I still like it.
Yeah, remember that lady? Somebody in the presidential. She was what was it? Some sort of
Farrar
governmental figure was having dinner with her family at some burger place in Georgetown, and somebody stole her purse. This just happened.
Oh yeah.
She had $3,000 in her purse. $3,000 in cash in her purse.
Ooh, she's on the take.
Doesn't seem like a lot.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of money in cash.
Bottle of hair dye and a passport?
That's what I did.
Yeah.
None of that.
For a bribe?
$3,000.
She's in the government.
right.
Well, we'll find out.
I already have a plan for when I get the Brinks bag. And,
You're out?
No. I mean, I know how to
Aruba?
Hide it?
never worry about the serial numbers, anything like that.
Oh, you're going to you mean to launder the money?
I mean, it's not even considered laundering the money. I don't even know if I should talk about
Well, you
what I'm
can't
gonna do.
because then everybody else will do your system and then
Yeah,
you
you
won't
gotta
have a
hold on to
system.
that.
This is how you lost the.
But it's fail-proof, foolproof.
Dog biscuit pizza delivery.
Yeah, that's right. He's
Well,
right.
Now everybody's going to
Do
do
you
that.
Sharpie the serial numbers and change them?
Oh, it's way
better than that.
Well, no, you get the bills and you file off the serial numbers. Everybody knows that.
Or you get Tom.
Chick, will you shut up?
I'm sorry. My fault.
Okay, let's get to some of the mail here. You can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com. And, here we go. We were talking about the Kentucky Derby. And we have coming up this weekend. And it's always great.
Down the stretch they come.
Beautiful to see. Haven't seen the forecast yet.
I can look that up
A
for you,
little
buddy.
early. We'll hope for some great weather. But there are also horses that don't make it. And John, kind enough to write that bringing up the rear this year is the horse Shoots and Splatters. Thank you very much.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right, one of the horses that didn't qualify.
Yeah.
Shoots and Splatters.
We have I have an entire list if you'd like to hear them. But first, we'll get back to you, Chick. What have you got over there?
I've got a letter. Dear Bob and Tom and Josh, I'm sitting in an all-you-can-eat Wagyu barbecue place in Tokyo.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
This is Bradley. While sitting here, they're playing American songs. Halfway through, I hear, "Have you seen that girl in the corner?" I started laughing immediately as Ebony Eyes started playing. I would love to hear Josh sing it, just for me.
Oh.
Wow.
Good. Let me clear the pipes here.
Boy, you got to do your
That's
best.
right.
Have you? Oh boy, yeah, it's going to be tough with the
got this.
the chest cold.
Yeah.
Have you seen that girl in the corner?
That's him.
Even with a cold, it's brilliant.
That's Bob Welch.
If not better.
Oh, Welch.
Yeah, maybe.
The layoff.
I think it might be.
Right now, the long-term forecast calling for partly cloudy skies, 65 for the high for the Kentucky Derby.
Okay, so no
Great
rain in the
weather.
forecast.
Now, there's rain on Friday a little bit, but not on Saturday.
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
hats.
Well, good.
A lot of
that's
hats.
good to
That's
know.
The fascinators.
One of my favorite sporting events, drunks in fancy hats. I love it.
We
I love
were we were talking about sometimes you'll get a word you don't really know what it means and you use it for a long time.
Oh,
This happened to Julie in beautiful Gulf Shores, Alabama. For years, my brother and I used to call one another Dingleberry.
Oh.
My mother would get mad at us. We couldn't figure out why. It sounds like it's innocent, fun word when you're 8 years old. When I was in my 20s, I found out the real meaning of Dingleberry.
I'm with her because we had what we called dingleberries on our fabulous curtains in the trailer.
Yeah, those are dingle balls.
Yeah, well, my mom, not my mom, but the kids called it dingleberries, and I didn't know the difference.
that's one of those words I can't stand.
Dingleberry?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. What about dingle balls?
Mm-mm.
Nope, you just don't
I
like
don't care
dingle.
for that either.
You don't care for the
I
dingle?
think there's something about the dingle that I don't like.
You don't like the dingle and the dangle?
I don't mind the dangle if it's a penis. Is that the filth you wanted, Christy?
Hey.
Maybe.
Okay. For those of you not familiar with dingleberries, it's referencing.
Okay.
We all know now what it is.
Barely
For
have
adults.
to Google it on your own, although that does kind of lead to this next letter.
What's the old Star Trek joke that something about Klingons back there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's funny. Yeah.
It actually applies to this, too. Listening to your broadcast on my way to work in Wilmington, North Carolina, you had a news story about a man who had a ball deposited in his rectum.
Ugh.
I thought it was kind of ironic. I am going to get my colonoscopy later today.
More coincidental than ironic.
Oh, I'm just reading.
No, I know.
Thank
yeah.
you for clarifying. I'm sure he's happy to know that.
Isn't it ironic?
Thank you, Warren. He goes, have a great day. I know I will not. Okay.
Oh, no, you'll be
Oh,
fine.
yeah, it's just a little,
Yeah, they've got that
That's
down.
easy.
little pinch, you're out.
That part's easy. The night before is the night.
No, not anymore.
What?
Well, you still have to sluice
Still have
yourself.
to sit
Well, no,
there
it-
for
it's
hours.
It's not as bad as it was.
It's like concentrated. Yeah, there's,
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
far
Mine was
less-
like the size of a Red Bull can.
far less
citrate
liquid.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it used to be you had to drink this gigantic thing of liquid, and now it's just one glass. And
Yeah.
No, I had to take like 18 pills. It was awful.
Oh, maybe that's for girls' butts.
Maybe.
Girls' butts are different.
Yeah. Ours are a little different.
Really, is that
Where you
the
getting
title
your-
of your next album? Girls' butts are different.
I don't mind it.
To check the female prostate, you have to take
Yeah.
those pills.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, they were like horse pills. They were awful.
yeah,
okay.
it makes sense.
Thanks, Fred. Hey, hi. If you're just joining us, welcome
you need
back. There's one time you can't talk, and that's just when I did that, okay? I'll explain how radio works to you later. If you're just joining...
wait.
You done now? If you're just joining us, he said, for technical reasons. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. We certainly appreciate your being here. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us for now. Marcus, right?
Marcus. Hello, Marcus.
Because I have a huge problem. Grand Funk Railroad is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I'm okay with that.
They've been eligible since 1994. I know that Josh and Chick will crap all over them.
And Pat.
I did not vote them the
I have
worst
question.
American rock and roll band
great.
in
Come
history.
on.
They're not.
Pat, what's your question?
I didn't say that.
Now, Tom, you saw them live. Were they any good live?
They were great.
They were?
Yeah, they were terrific. I've seen them live several times.
I've seen them live a lot.
I saw them in Hyde Park, London, with 100,000 plus other people. Opening act, Humble Pie.
And all of them should hit the ground and thank Todd Rundgren for any success that they have.
So true. Grand Funk was good?
They were great.
Whose songs did they play?
You guys are awful.
Hang on a second. Well, but you are like proxy.
We're an American band.
He's out.
An ex-wife of
We're
the
going to
band.
your town. We're going to party.
No, my only issue with them really is that they were part of a Muzak tape that played at a movie theater I worked at.
You know what my problem is with him? I'll tell you what my problem is with him.
What's your problem?
This Mark Farner guy, okay? Evidently he's a Christian, and he's waving Jesus in my face. I don't want to see that.
Oh, all right.
He's no longer in the band. I think.
Oh, really?
So you don't have to. You don't have to
He's
worry
at the
about
conclave voting.
Is he? Wow, he really
took
off for him.
He took it very seriously.
Well, I fake anger about this.
Where's a miter on stage? Other bands not, and we've mentioned some of them not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame: Iron Maiden, Motorhead, The Smiths, Jethro Tull.
That seems like a glaring omission.
If I'm not mistaken, Jethro Tull's never even been nominated.
Isn't there some residual irritation with Jethro? Didn't they get Best Rock Performance on a Grammy one time?
They won the first year they did heavy metal. It went to Jethro Tull, they're more of a progressive rock band.
Absolutely,
flutes and stuff. One of my favorite guitar solos, though, Aqualung,
standing on one foot,
and of course, Aqualung featured in The Sopranos.
You didn't let anyone answer.
What television show featured one of the main characters singing?
No, you presented it like it was going to be a big shock. A song in what TV show? The Sopranos.
Tony also sings "Dirty Work" at one point.
Yes. I love that in the car.
Yeah.
That's a great.
In fact, I think the "Dirty Work" one is known by more people than the Aqualung one.
I think so.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm underscoring Aqualung, to educate my people.
Because see, he's doing dirty work.
Also not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Thin Lizzy. The Pixies.
They only had like one hit. Didn't
they?
What?
Well,
they don't want to know. Forget
that's more hits than about
Poison Town.
30 bands that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Where did Phil Lynott go? Lynott. Where did he?
Didn't he die?
To a
died,
grave.
I know.
Yeah, sadly.
What did he? Murder for hire? What was it? Do we know?
Rock and roll guy.
No, he died.
I know, but what did he die of? How did he die?
Probably.
Let's just say
Broken heart.
He was going to get a haircut. Wait a minute.
He was thin and lesioned. Lizzie at the end there.
I think it may have been, sadly, a drug overdose. Now, yesterday they did announce the new, soon-to-be inductees in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know it included Cyndi Lauper.
Lauper.
How do you
You can take any word and mispronounce it. I am fascinated.
Were you a grown man in the 80s? You ever heard her name said?
How do you say it?
Lauper.
Cyndi
I said Cyndi Lauper.
No, you said Cyndi Lauper.
Christ.
Phil Lynott had a drug alcohol problem.
There thank you, Christy.
You're welcome.
It's rare for a rock star, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, the new inductees will include Chubby Checker,
or Chubby Cheeker,
the great Joe Cocker.
Yep. Bad Company deserves to be in there.
Yeah. Outcast, that's kind of a fringe, I think.
A newer band.
Newer
Newer
for sure.
to you.
But still like 25, 30 years
for
old.
him.
It's crazy.
Soundgarden and the White Stripes. Those that were nominated that didn't make it: Mariah Carey, Fish, Billy Idol, Joy Division, New Order, the Black Crowes, Oasis, and Mana, M-A-N-A, and I've never heard of them. So I don't know what their thing is. Has anyone ever heard of them?
They're a Hispanic
No.
band. We talked about this. They're a Spanish band.
What the hell are they trying to do in our Hall of Fame? Huh?
Who's
you
next?
answer me.
Who's next? Picasso?
This sounds familiar. I don't know. Best Picture, Parasite?
Mexican pop rock band formed in 1981.
They do all bread covers.
Manna.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Baby,
Originally called Sombrero
Baby.
Verde.
Baby, I need you.
Wait a minute.
Baby, I'm a lion.
Called Sombrero. Even I know.
Sombrero Verde.
Green hat.
Green hat, yes.
They could have done a video with the Red Hat ladies.
Man, they're cool
Are they still
looking.
out there?
The Red Hat ladies?
Yeah, remember that?
Oh,
Red-
you see them.
Oh, yeah, you
yeah.
see them.
You see them at comedy clubs.
Right now they're haunting some breakfast place.
These guys are cool. I
Bob
bet they're-
Evans just
yakking it up.
If I ever start a Godfather Appreciation Society, I'm going to call it the Mo Verde Society. I've decided.
I like it.
You like that?
I like that.
Yeah.
You're to go with Mo, but
Verde, yeah.
Okay.
Like, the end people will know.
Yeah.
Or if you studied Latin. Either way.
Thank you very much. Our next letter actually is very appropriate. It says, hello, everybody.
Hi.
I just received my first order of Java House on Saturday. Love the coffee. Smooth as advertised. I bought my wife some of their Wrangler Energy pods. She loves them.
Oh, good.
She's already requested more so she can have a box to keep at work. Thanks for the recommendation. Now, I've never heard of this place. Josh, I want you to take a crack at trying to pronounce this.
Okay.
Christy may know, being a native.
Wakarusa, Indiana.
Wakarusa?
Wakarusa.
Wakarusa.
Never heard of it.
That sounds like a dance.
Wakarusa.
Or a sex move.
Hey, Wakarusa.
I tell you what, I saw Josh's girlfriend. You gave her the Wakarusa last night.
Oh, boy.
She's in a wheelchair.
Well, I did it wrong.
Well, speaking of Java House,
Hey!
and our salute to Wakarusa today, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by Java House. It's the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show, and as you can hear, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Peel and pour. That's all you
Peel
gotta
and
do.
pour. Let me see if here we go. I've got one right here. It looks like a Keurig thing, but it's just a little bit bigger, and it's a concentrate, so you don't have to put it through a machine and have it filtered through the various spirochetes that have invaded those machines. It's just peel and pour, so if you want a nice hot cocoa, for example, that's Josh's favorite, or, of course, teas, lattes, energy
that
drinks.
mango tea is awesome.
Hydration drinks, iced tea, and, of course, all kinds of coffee. So say hello to your office, the revolution in office coffee, etc. And, by the way, I want to say a special hello to Office H2O for our new water system. We've gotten rid of all those giant 5-gallon jugs of water that we have to lug around. Now we've got a special filtration system, so we've got great clean water, and we can make our coffee with that water, and it doesn't have a terrible taste.
No, it is hot, cold, and sparkling, and I saw Godwin downing some of the sparkling.
Sparkling is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's taken me a week to learn how to get the hot water to go. You got to just...
It took me 5 seconds, so
yeah, I know.
don't be deterred
I've
by
showed
Tom's
him 3
experience.
times.
You got to go unlock, hold. Anyway, but it's very nice and very
Nice
hot.
safety feature.
That's why I'm drinking iced tea. Time to break with the brewer. Check out javahouse.com. Promo code is Bob and Tom. That means if you type in BOBANDTOM, one big long word, you get 25% off your order. Java House, the revolution in coffee, at home, in your car, at the office, etc., etc. Code word Bob and Tom, Java House, Java House, Java House, the official coffee and the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Lauper, Cyndi Lauper. Okay, I got it down now.
I'm not worried. I knew you would.
Coming up, news from the sporting scene with Chick McGee, plus money flying out of the back of a Rinks truck, and Dachshund update. Dachshund, little teeny wiener dog.
Yeah.
You know, they don't call them wiener dogs. This is not a joke. They call them sausage dogs in Germany.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. But
Yeah.
Wiener dog, sausage dog. Just asking. A little bit of knowledge for you. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay, with experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
Time today.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Sarlacc Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Dexter.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I am Chick, and hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. A couple more letters here.
Oh.
These are, once again, sayings from parents, uncles, aunts, et cetera, when you're a kid. My mother would say if someone went flying by in a car, drive like hell, you'll get there quicker. Kind of practical. This next one's a little rough. Mom would say if we were crying, the more you cry, the less you pee.
What?
All the water comes out of your eyes.
I guess it's scientific. I don't. Not sure what that means.
Man.
So then theoretically, you could make the assumption that urine comes out of your eyes?
No, I think just your general quantity of fluid. I don't know if there's a corresponding measure one can do. This is from Joe in Beckley, West Virginia, the former home of Chick McGee.
That's, well, sort of. Very close to Beckley, yes.
My dad used to say, writes Patrick, I'll kick a turd out of you longer than a rake handle.
Wow, that really...
A rake handle.
That's more poetic than beat the S out of you.
Yeah. I will kick a turd out of you. You could stop right there.
Right.
This is from Jeremy.
He spoke.
I watch you guys on YouTube. When I was in high school in Armour, South Dakota, I worked on boats at a small marina. It's kind of my dream job. I'd love doing that.
We'd like you to do that, too.
An older gentleman would stop in and always grab a snack for his dog. And if there was a member of the Game, Fish, and Parks Patrol there or the county sheriff, he would always leave with the following words. Shoot low, Sheriff. They're riding Shetland ponies. Does anyone know what that means?
No.
Well, not really.
Not really.
I don't think so. I don't know.
That is genuinely odd. Shoot low, Sheriff. They're riding Shetlands. Okay.
All right.
Maybe an explanation.
Shoot ankles out from under him or so. I don't know.
We were talking about burials yesterday. Michael writes, my brothers and I decided to bury our dad with his favorite coveted putter we always fought over.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's nice, yeah. My dad loved golf. Made it for a true celebration of life.
I am not joking when I tell you I opened my Instagram feed this morning and someone had a picture of a deceased person in the coffin on Instagram.
Huh.
I had never seen that before.
We were talking
and
about this
we were just talking about it
because
yesterday.
the Vatican, a couple days ago, before the Pope's
right.
funeral mass, when I think they had 250,000 people file by the simple casket, and they had to start asking people to stop taking selfies.
Right.
They were taking pictures of the Pope's body in the casket, but also there were people taking selfies. And then we found out that apparently is a thing now.
I had no idea.
Certain people at funerals. So.
Isn't it wild in the Old West? Every town had a casket maker.
Yeah.
Who would just go up and literally measure the body right there and then
Go back
start
and-
putting it together? That's wild.
Yeah, they didn't have a place to store them, I guess, to make them in advance.
Yeah, or they didn't want to waste wood.
Especially in the summer. They had to get them in the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. They didn't have embalming, did they?
Depending on where your locations, yes.
What do you mean?
You have summer weather. The warmer the weather, the shorter the body will keep.
Yeah.
Well, in some places,
unless you have ice.
In some places where it's very cold, they.
Oh, here we go. He's got to have he's got to have a bigger point. Yes, Tom.
Well, they store them.
Please continue.
Right.
They wait till spring.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yes, it is.
Old West. We were talking.
Just brought it up.
We were talking Old West. Yeah.
There are parts of the Old West that get cold.
That's
no,
right.
No, we
and
know.
There are parts that seasonal.
That's why
and,
Chick clarified in the summer you would.
Yeah, that's why I tried to.
Yeah. We were conversing. Fine.
Yeah, we were. We were having fun.
No, you weren't.
It happened again.
In any event, that's why we were talking about this.
Mhm.
That people, I
did not know people did that, and sure enough.
and there's a famous
I saw it
picture on
this
the internet
morning.
that a chick sent me of guys doing the Ohio YMCA style Village People thing and the eye is the casket.
What?
With the body in it.
I did not send that.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Ross.
That person clearly was a fan. They weren't doing it to somebody who.
O-H-I-O.
Yeah, the eye was the guy.
Grieve however you need to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I just think it's kind of tacky doing a selfie with the Pope's body.
It is. It is tacky. Yeah.
Especially if you have to get out the selfie stick and.
Yeah.
Oh God. Here we go. This is a nice letter. This can end our letter segment, I guess.
Okay.
My wife surprised me with tickets to see Greg Hahn at the Grove in Lowell, Arkansas last Friday. The show was amazing. Greg kept it up for over an hour. Hilarious the whole time. That's
what she said.
Greg Hahn is a must-see in person. Love Greg, love the show. Dawson in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawson.
I couldn't agree more. Greg is the best.
Yeah, don't miss him.
It's time now to go to the sports page.
Have you seen this question on the internet that's been going around?
Regarding?
Who would win in a battle between one gorilla? Have you seen this? One gorilla, like a silverback, like a big gorilla, and 100 men.
Oh.
They enter this area. Nobody can leave.
No weapons.
Fight to the death. One gorilla versus 100 guys.
And no weapons.
Great question.
You're going to take the gorilla.
I am too.
I am.
And
I'm taking
the men
the guy.
have no weapons.
I'm taking the guys.
I'm taking the men.
Because I think the guys know
They're gonna
that
figure
they
out
could
a way.
die, and I don't think the gorilla knows he could die. So I think the guys are going to fight harder.
20 grab the legs.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
20,
they
20,
could
30.
just gang up on the gorilla.
The gorilla's going to get his licks in, sure.
Oh,
but,
some men will die.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I don't. Ooh. If you can blind the gorilla, pretty,
Whoa, you can't change the rules.
Blind the
No,
what do you mean?
gorilla.
With your thumbs.
No,
thumbs.
Nobody
Yeah.
said you
What?
can't hurt
You got
anybody.
30 guys in
Right.
the thumbs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boy, these two are hard to talk to.
My
It
point
really is.
My left and my right are difficult.
Honest to God, yeah. They're like Mr. and Mrs. Criswell. It drives you nuts.
Okay, so Josh, my point, I guess, would be while you're placing your thumbs in the gorilla's eyeballs, he's going to be removing your testicles with one punch.
No, you got a
Not
bunch
if-
of guys.
Not if, 100
Remember,
men.
I'm on gorilla's side here. I
Okay.
just think if you can blind it, you've got a good chance.
I don't know. A chimp can kill a guy.
A guy.
One guy,
All
not
right,
100.
all right. 100 guys versus a chimp. Who do you got? The chimp?
No.
You know, a couple guys are going to lose their face.
Godwin, how many guys do you think are going to die in the 100?
The 100?
40?
About 40 or 50.
40 or 50, 60 could die.
Right.
That'll leave 40 guys.
But they
to
will
keep
eventually
attacking.
bring the gorilla down?
Yes, I
Absolutely.
think so.
They're going to get together beforehand, come up with a
Yes.
plan. They're going to win.
Boy, oh
Are
boy.
you going to have time to come up with a plan, or is this...
Yeah, ahead of time. I hope they have some time to prepare.
I like to think halfway through this awful, awful battle, one guy goes, guys, I know how to solve this.
Yeah, one.
Love. And he goes up to hug the gorilla. The gorilla snaps him in half. And then they just go back to fighting. Hey, we tried it.
That did not work. Write down we tried love.
Would you pay to watch this event?
Oh, yeah. See,
Live?
people are scared to say, oh, that would be horrible. No.
Dude, most of society was that.
How-
Before. It's only been fairly recently that people aren't watching death for sport.
How far are we away from watching pay-per-view to the death?
I think we should take these people who abuse old people by going online and calling them up, and I'd like to corral them and light them, burn them at the stake on Friday nights. I'd light the fire. These people that are scamming old people.
I think a contest would be better.
We're
though.
trying to hide behind sport.
Oh, you mean like the Coliseum days?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring back the gladiators.
I mean, there's a reason people watch football. It's not for. I mean, a lot of it has to do with the crashing together of giant men.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
hitting.
of
Yeah,
course,
big time hits.
The Detroit Lions, they're generally speaking real tough and dangerous, right? Why are there no teams called like the gorillas, or do we have any ape? The monkeys? Are there?
All right, we need it all. Let's just take a break.
How did we
I'm going to get him a book called How to Talk with Others.
really become incapable of having
it's a difficult hang, man.
I told you
It
it
went
wasn't.
from one gorilla against 100 guys to why aren't there any NFL teams named gorillas?
Boy.
What's wrong
How
with
not to
you?
snap
You
at
are-
your
you're-
employees when you're on the air.
You are tough company.
You are tough company.
Is there a team called the Giraffes? How about some of the fun animals?
We'll be right
Why is
back.
it always bears and lions? Animals that are mean.
Okay, Tom will not be back when we come back.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Thanks for joining us. Please come back. We have money flying around from Brinks Trucks. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored in part by Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
That's your money saying it's time for a McDonald's run. Because with new McValue at McDonald's, you get more than you expect. Like buy a 6-piece McNuggets and add a McChicken for just $1. Your money says let's go. Get more than you expect with new McValue. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
You know what likes being between two teeth? A blackberry seed.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they really like getting in there.
That's why I don't eat them.
What did you say?
Blackberry.
Between two teeth.
Oh, teeth.
You look like
Yeah.
you're ready to impart some good old-fashioned folksy wisdom over there while you're picking your teeth.
That's right.
Swing on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for us, Grandpa?
They can get married, but I ain't going.
Oh, there's a whole story there.
There really is.
That's like,
You can pick whoever you think.
Yeah, you can start, just that one line gives you a whole.
Says so much.
I think my grandma said that once, actually.
But I ain't going.
Now, we were talking about the Kentucky Derby. It's coming up this weekend. It's always great. This is an unusual situation here. The fecal material of racehorses is in the news. According to the BBC,
Well, it's got to be good for your roses, right? The run for the roses.
a veterinary study analyzed the fecal droppings of more than 50 thoroughbred foals over the first 3 years of their lives, measuring bacteria in their digestive systems. Over the years, owners and trainers recorded how their horses performed on the race course. The study found that more types of gut microbes a foal had at 4 weeks old directly correlated to their future health and success on the track.
Well, okay. Well, the healthier the horse, the better they are at
Running.
doing healthy things.
That
makes sense.
There were certain
that's from
microbes.
the Common Sense Digest.
No,
isn't
but
it?
there were
I think?
certain microbes. That
Oh.
I think the same's true of people.
Oh, yeah, you got to have good gut
I
microbes.
can remember analyzing Willie's poop when he was a little baby, going, "This kid's going to go into improv comedy someday." This is so weird. I wonder. Can you imagine if they put that in the racing program?
Oh, the probiotic readout.
Yeah.
Of,
I guarantee you, there are probably guys out there who know what they're doing that know the horse down to this
right.
Absolutely.
Right.
this detail. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Now, the question is, though, is it legal to put in those if your horse is missing those probiotics?
Oh,
I would think so.
Give them
because they're biological. It's not like you're giving them.
Right.
We take probiotics. Why couldn't a horse, right?
Yes, but I just didn't know if there were legal race.
I see what you're saying.
I take cocaine. Why can't a horse?
That's a little different.
You know, kind of a pick me up, kind of a bump to get
So
you going.
this is all about analyzing the gut microbes, which does sound like the name of a racehorse. Oh, in the clubhouse turn, it's gut microbes. He's followed by Pooper Scooper. Time now to check in the sporting scene with Chick McGee.
Bouncing Betty. You know. I had the NBA playoffs last night. Listen to me now, believe me later. The Cavaliers sweep the Miami Heat in 4 games.
And they acted like there was nothing to it.
Last night's score, you're very close, Josh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Put pens to paper out
Okay.
there. The Cavaliers had 138.
Whoa.
Okay?
Yeah.
You got me? Yeah, you with me, Tom?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Miami Heat had 83.
Ooh, they gave up.
Quite a deficit.
That's
They wouldn't let the guy with the defense in, huh?
isn't that a 55-point win?
Yeah, they just wanted to go on vacation.
Holy hell.
That's like
Right?
They won by a WNBA win.
Yeah.
Cleveland won the 4 games by a combined 122 points, the most ever for an NBA playoff series. The second place, oddly enough, 121 points. Denver over New Orleans in 2009. Isn't that interesting?
Cavs going all the way, you think?
Cavs? No. Jimmy Butler. Playoff Butler, 3 free throws with 58 seconds left for the Dubs, and then he got a rebound with 4 seconds left. And Golden State in San Francisco beat the Rockets. Plenty of Rockets last night, 109-106. And Golden State takes a 3-1 lead in that best-of-7 series. Now, listen to this, Tom. Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred said he has discussed Pete Rose, people behind the scenes, and they are looking at a posthumous say it for me. Posthumous induction for Rose into the Hall of Fame now that he has passed away.
Pete
they
Rose
are considering a petition to have him removed from the permanently ineligible list and possibly induct him into the Hall of Fame. Talks are beginning.
That's a shame. Pete Rose said, don't you do it.
Yeah, don't you dare. So apparently somebody's really got it out for Rose. No matter what he says, we're doing the opposite. Screw him.
Yeah, you can't win on this one. You're gonna, no matter what you do, someone's going to be
upset.
But the guy had the numbers. Let's face it.
He did have the numbers.
He sure did.
He was very good.
Yeah, you can't. Well, that's the old. I don't know about Major League Baseball as much as I do about the NFL, but when they're voting for NFL Hall of Fame members, they say, "Can you mention this player's name? Can you mention the NFL history without mentioning this player's name?" Is the compelling argument.
Right.
And
so OJ's still in.
OJ's still in, technically, yeah, because he had the 2,000-yard season, yada, 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 stuff like that. So can you talk about Major League Baseball without talking about Pete Rose?
No.
I don't think he can, positive and negative. The Los Angeles...
Maybe he'll get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Maybe.
He's got a best shot.
He deserves to be in there more than Patti Smith.
Hey.
Well, you really got it
Why
out
do
for
you
her,
hate
don't you?
Patti Smith so
I like to think Patti Smith rebuffed Tom's advances one night in Soho.
Yeah.
No, I never was that drunk.
her bohemian musk.
Yes.
Captivated.
Not your thing.
Long stringy hair, armpit hair.
Yes.
I've saved every pube.
She stabbed her Pall Mall out in the palm of her hand. You knew you had to have her.
Tugs on a bottle of Jack.
Bush, like a 70s Barbara Streisand hairdo.
Oh.
Did you ever, Tom, in the 70s, early 70s, New York City, Columbia University, man about town, Tom Griswold, did you ever kiss a girl with hair on her armpits?
That you knew of, yeah, because
that you were aware of.
You really were around that. You must have been.
Yeah, you had to.
A huge one.
Yes, but I tended to go for the heterosexual women.
Well, there are plenty.
Wait a minute.
And I have a follow-up to my question. Can you actually converse with me without being snarky? Is that possible?
He didn't have a history, remember? He never talked
I don't remember. I don't. How about you? Have you ever had a bohemian?
Not knowingly. I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. Certainly
I
not.
did discover it during.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Big hairy armpits?
Yes. They weren't awful.
Did you think something else? Was it so hairy you thought something else was in your face, but it was her armpit?
Until finally she gave me the tap and went, why are you spending so much time?
You know that
you're never going to find it
You're not
there.
gonna find it, yeah.
Although it kind of tickles.
You're licking my armpit.
Well, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying.
Turn on the light, for God's sake.
It wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough.
Okay.
You didn't go back for seconds.
No, we may have.
I have mentioned this before. When I was in the early days of radio, my first day, they said, so-and-so's coming in, and when you're done, I was doing a day shift on a Saturday, and Stinky's coming in here. And I Stinky, that everyone called her behind her back, called her Stinky. And I thought that was kind of rude.
Right.
And then when she walked in, she was very attractive, strawberry blonde, but did not bathe.
Oh, my.
And apparently there's some whole thing where there are people that just don't bathe. And it was unbelievable. I mean, really, really
And
stinky.
she was attractive.
That same girl.
Yes, but bad odor.
Oh, that same girl with the armpit hair was on top.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, she looked down, smacked my belly, and went, "You really need to eat better."
Your lover.
And in my head, I went, "I don't think this girl's that into me."
Yeah, but you're into her.
I know. That was the weird thing.
Was this during or?
Absolutely during.
During.
Yeah. You really need to eat better. Like, she was my doctor.
She was your doctor?
No, like she was my doctor.
They were playing doctor. You slept.
I never have had sex with.
Okay, I know.
your physician.
I know that's maddening, but that was the funniest thing I've ever
Hey,
seen.
listen,
Yeah.
Is that a tongue depressor? Or
That's one thing I haven't had a chance to do.
You never
this.
slept with a doctor before?
Oh, yeah.
What a mind.
So it wasn't your doctor, right?
Did it ruin the moment, or were you okay?
It for about 10 seconds, honestly,
okay.
yeah. Well,
now,
whatever.
did you ever say to yourself something like, "This is going to be a good story. I can't wait to tell my brother this one."
What I should have said was, "Hey, you're the one banging a fatty."
Can that be a chapter in your book? You're the one
It
banging
may
a fatty. I like that very much. Well,
boy.
once again, today's unsuccessful show.
Boy, it is a mess. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We can't have any conversation.
It's okay, though.
I'd like to say hi to my buddy Steven Singer. He's busy today. Do you know why?
Why?
Getting ready for ravioli night. All you can eat.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday
It's coming
night.
up Thursday. He has to
that is.
stuff all the ravioli today.
Yeah. He stuffs them by hand, you know.
Yeah, he does.
Each and, yeah.
Crimps them.
Steven Singer is the proprietor of Steven Singer Jewelers. He
Stuff and crimp and
will
stuff.
not be having ravioli night. No, because they're busy boxing up these beautiful roses. Where is it? Oh, there's one right over there. There we go. This is the latest from Steven. Limited edition Blue Moon, 24-karat gold dipped rose. It's a real rose. It's dipped in real gold. And this year it's kind of a greenish blue. On the petals up
Like
on
a
top.
turquoise color.
Yeah, and this is, like I said, it's a limited edition. They sold out last year in that iteration, if you will. So I'm urging you to get on this today. This is a great Mother's Day gift for all those moms in your life. I also urge you to check out a couple things. My personal favorite is the At Last bracelet. It's a beautiful diamond bracelet, real diamonds, of course, and an incredible value, as is everything at Steven Singer Jewelers. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Of course, the shipping is free. I'll say it again, free shipping. By the way, that rose comes in a beautiful gift box with a personalized Mother's Day note on a nice quality stock. It's not some cheesy Post-it note going, "Hey, Ma, happy Mother's Day." No, it's got quality and style, much like a handful of the members of this staff. Now,
thank you.
I've reiterated.
Oh, you really don't care for us, do you?
No, he doesn't.
Very mad at me today.
Pat, remember, when I go like this, you can talk. IHateStevenSinger.com. Real jewelry from a real jeweler. And the beautiful roses. Once again, don't write me a letter next week. They ran out because they didn't act on time. Do it today. Get it out of the way. It's an obligation, fellas. Just trust me on this. You'll thank me. Now, coming up, we have sporting news from Chick McGee. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
I think you're on mute.
Workday starting to sound the same?
I think you're on mute.
Find something that sounds better for your career on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Job Collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com/jobs. Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom advises you to pay attention. Hello, Christy. Hello, Pat.
I wasn't paying attention.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Had a weird bonding moment with one of my daughters.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I love stuff like this.
Let's see, not to get into too much of this.
She liked a Beatles song.
Well, no, but that's anyone with little kids. They'll be walking around, all of a sudden they're singing some classic rock song, and you go, "How do you know that?" And it's always from some movie, right? Because they're using it. No, I had to buy makeup. See this thing here? This is a tube of
cover
of Elf
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this I don't know what this
Elf
is.
is a brand of makeup.
We were in
correct?
Target, and I
Yes.
have this scar that I have to cover up for certain things.
Oh.
So I had to find the
Are you a hand model now?
matching skin tone.
Well, how nice. She helped you out?
Yeah, so we're sitting there trying to match my skin tone. How did I do?
Looks
you look scar-free to me.
Yeah. So isn't that weird?
Why do you need to cover up a scar?
Just for things. My hand modeling career is taking off.
Oh, very nice.
I had no idea.
That's my favorite episode of Friends, by the way.
hand model one.
That's abs. That's one of the weirdest, funniest shows ever. Who is that? Thomas Lennon.
It is.
I love him.
Yeah, that's such a great. Anyway,
17 again is
but
worth
it's
it.
just weird being in the makeup department of Target with your little girl getting so excited because, Daddy, I think it's this one.
Oh, that's cute.
So if you're watching on the video, wondering what the hell I'm doing,
Could I have her come with me because I'm having a hard time finding a concealer? Maybe she could help
she'd
me.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
it's
love
called
that.
a concealer.
Yes.
Now, how are we supposed to?
Oh,
Yes.
that makes it sound so cool and Watergate-like secret.
It's a concealer.
Yes, it does.
How are we supposed to sit here when you say something like that?
What do you mean?
You're having trouble finding a concealer.
I am.
You.
Yes.
Well,
What if I just want to hear you go and throw a blanket over you?
Do you think
That pretty much
I
conceals
just gave
everything.
up.
okay, all right. There's your first shot. Fine.
Christy's husband Andy's here. Andy, would you like to have a concealer?
For God's sakes, get a concealer for her, will you? Gee, that's all she talks
No,
about.
Dandy, concealer does not mean hitman.
Oh, it doesn't? Never mind. Hey, by the way, fellas, I wanted to give you an update on my new place. You remember my new place?
Oh, sure.
It's down the road. It's a hotel.
Yeah.
And, really nice. She thinks I'm at the office, but it's real nice.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
made friends with the
You insisted on getting a one-story hotel so you wouldn't be tempted to jump.
the cleaning staff. Yeah, that's right. Well, you know,
Funny.
We're finally getting to her. We have to visit the sports page with Chick McGee.
I've got Japanese, as Archie Bunker would say, Japanese turlets. That's
What?
right. The Los Angeles Dodgers added Japanese-style toilets to the team's clubhouse to help sign their latest Japanese acquisition. He says it's Roki Sasaki. I say, why aren't we calling him Rocky Sasaki?
Right.
What
right.
the hell?
Wow.
What is a
Anyway.
Japanese toilet?
According to reports, the team made the change amid a $100 million renovation on the team's clubhouse. Sasaki suggested having the toilets would help sway his decision about where to sign. The Japanese toilets often include a bidet function, a remote control, heated seats, automatic lid. Toto, I think,
yeah.
makes an amazing.
But this is a legit. Wasn't a demand, but they thought they'd have a better shot of getting this guy if they.
Oh, plus
I have all
Sounds
those
like
functions.
a great toilet. I'd
plus
like to have that.
show. Hey, Otani.
Hey, Otani.
He's probably using the Japanese
Yeah.
toilet as well.
Oh, they-
Christy, I can get you that. That's what I have.
You have all those things on
Yes.
yours?
I do not have
Oh.
the automatic toilet, but it is one of those low slam toilets, which has made using any other toilet real loud for me because I forget.
I was just saying, yeah. All of my lids are slow close.
Like on
So
a-
if you go somewhere and they're not slow close, clang!
Yeah.
It's like on a spring?
Kinda.
Do you close your lid before you flush?
To cut down on people yelling at me, I'm going to say yes.
You're supposed to close the top. The
lid.
You
the
open
lid.
the lid.
You close the
Not-
lid
not
before you
the-
flush.
What?
What?
Yeah. Oh, I understand. I'm sorry. I thought you meant the seat.
No, I don't put the seat up.
Have you ever tried to sit down on a toilet without using the seat?
Oh, yes.
Have
You ever
done-
tried that?
A couple
Yeah,
beers.
yeah,
Well, of
that
course.
is
That
bad.
is not fun.
By the way,
Your ass is in the water, pal.
this is not meant to be in any way offensive, but it probably will come out that way.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Are toilets in Japan lower?
And smaller?
I mean, as a general, now obviously
don't know.
some of these baseball players.
Well, you know,
are-
you're supposed to have. You're supposed to. That's where the squatty potty came in. Your knees are supposed to be up closer to your chest as you're defecating. You realize
but
that.
are Japanese toilets in general lower?
I think they
I
are.
don't know.
Because the population
Because the population
shorter.
They
tends to
were
be
in
smaller.
Korea, and in fact, I had to use some of the, to put it inelegantly, hole in the ground toilets too.
I was
There
going to
still
say,
plenty
where,
of those.
where is that with just the hole in the ground?
China.
That's huge.
China?
Yeah, and there were a couple in Korea too.
And when you were walking around on the streets of Korea, did anyone scream Godzilla? Anything like that?
I got, I would get Shrek. I would get.
No kidding? Oh,
Oh yeah. But it was always little kids.
Okay.
And it didn't bother me. It was kind of
Kind
But
of
yeah,
cute. Yeah.
the only time it kind of annoyed me was I was going. A buddy and I, we were singing in a Korean woman's wedding, and I had to go buy a suit. And I walked in, and they laughed and laughed. Just me walking in, the two sales ladies laughed and were waving their hands. No, we have, and essentially telling me we have nothing for you. You are too huge.
No kidding.
Their store. They have nothing in the store for you.
Yeah.
Nothing even in the back for you.
And they wouldn't even let me try anything on.
Can I stop for 1 second?
Wow.
You were singing at a wedding?
Yeah.
What were you singing?
What songs?
I don't even know the name of the song.
There is love.
The bride picked
Were
it
they
out.
in
It was some
Korean?
song she loved.
Korean
Yeah.
Oh.
So did you have to phonetically learn the Korean words?
Oh, no, the songs were in English. The couple was Korean.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. And they asked, because we would do karaoke a lot, and they were like, oh, you guys sing good. So my buddy Russ and I sang at their wedding.
Please sing
That's
Wreck of
sweet.
Edmund Fitzgerald.
You ended up finding the suit, I assume.
I did.
Oh,
yes.
good. Okay.
And those, you'll notice, we're not giving you anything.
No.
You realize you got the vacuum, right?
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. I feel bad. I did not hear you. What
Yeah,
did you say?
no. We like
Leave it there.
paychecks.
We have loans,
Mortgages.
children,
Love us too.
food to eat.
I was just thinking, like, what would be the most inappropriate song if they didn't really understand what it was about?
Any song title done in the accent you used would be the most inappropriate.
It wasn't the time. It was
Yeah, it had nothing.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you recognize the accent. Ergo, it was correct.
Is that what you're...
this however you want to the judge.
If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Back to the sports desk. We just learned about the
Japanese
toilets in the L.A. Dodgers locker room.
That makes sense. They have a lot of Japanese players.
I understand they tried to get a guy actually from Australia.
Oh, God.
And they had to get a special toilet that the water spun around the other way for him.
Oh, you want to make him feel at home.
Yeah,
sure.
You can't take a healthy dump if you don't have your home field advantage. Did you ever hear my idea to create a product? Those, whatever you call them, those VCR glasses. What are those called?
VR. Yeah.
VR
headsets.
VCR glasses.
That's the
Virtual reality headset.
Betamax specs.
My
Big
God,
machine
my
hanging off your
God.
glasses.
So you put on the VR glasses, and it would be a program called Home Field Advantage.
Yeah.
And it would turn any disgusting roadside toilet into your home bathroom. You'd look around, oh, this is great. And it would find the seat, and you'd sit down and go, gee, it doesn't feel this moist at home, but you still think you're home.
I kind of have that. Any bathroom I use, I take out my phone, and it becomes a porn set.
There you go.
I'm sorry, we're off the topic. Back to sports.
A speedboat went airborne and did a backflip while trying to break a speed record.
I saw this video yesterday.
Two racers inside the boat's covered cabin survived the incident. The boat over 200 miles per hour.
I really did. I saw the video.
I mean, this is...
I thought you weren't looking at news anymore.
Yeah, they were just reading books.
Yeah.
Before lifting off. Yeah, you're just reading books.
I hope I don't sound that way. If I do,
You do.
stab me in the
I
neck.
just read
No,
books.
I don't watch
in your
TV.
defense, Josh, this video is... They're going 200 miles an hour on the water.
terrifying.
Yeah.
I have to see that.
It just goes air. The front just goes
the
airborne.
boat just goes,
Then it starts
goes,
spinning.
It goes flying.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. We're going to watch it now. On
Well,
our
the
video.
30
It's the
feet
video
in the
I
air.
saw.
Is this the video you saw? Really,
This is
John?
rough. Watch this.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Up she goes.
Then it keeps climbing.
Like it's made of nothing.
Oh, man.
I mean, they are crazy light.
Are they okay?
That's going to leave a mark.
Yeah, and it looks like
Yes.
the water looks a little choppy.
They survived the incident. The crash took place 3/4 mile course at the annual speedboat race in Arizona.
West.
Yikes.
Speedboat Magazine. What do you think the circulation is for Speedboat Magazine? Never mind. Ray Lee said the flying boat still managed to cross the finish line and win the contest a top speed of 200.1 miles an
Wait a
hour.
minute.
After that?
That doesn't seem fair.
That's what it says.
Well, they crossed the finish line.
Yeah, but they are flying.
In midair, apparently.
Hey, it doesn't say anything about being on the
I
surface
don't
of
think
the water.
being airborne counts.
I'd say there are more astronauts than Katy Perry.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
I'm an astronaut. And you were up there for 9 minutes, okay? All right.
I don't feel like those ladies Is there footage of them actually saying we are astronauts?
Yeah, they were.
Or did
calling
somebody call them astronauts?
Gail King did make a remark similar to that, but not quite as, demonstrative.
I'd like to see this boat thing with a couple of water skiers behind it, or at least a tuber.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine 200 miles an hour over the water?
No.
Yeah, that's insane.
On water skis, that'd be amazing.
Be
I wonder
really
what
fast.
do you suppose the speed record is for water skiing?
I'm sure I can find it.
Because,
Hold on.
at that, if you're going 80 miles an hour over the water, it's going to be like hitting concrete.
I'm going to say 80 miles. I'm going to say 70 to 80 miles an hour.
I'm going 45.
Because your arms,
water skiing.
you can't hang on to a 200 mile per hour.
Well, but once you start going, it's all relative. Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Your arms are.
Well, the wind resistance would be the problem.
Yes,
You're
and
not being jerked off the dock at 80 miles an hour.
no, I know, but you're
also.
also no.
Okay, you guys.
Did you find it?
The fastest water skiing speed record, 143.08 miles
Gee, that
per
seems
hour.
a little faster than 80. How did he keep his arms on?
That's what I want to know. Was he who? Where
By
was the time?
Christopher Michael Massey
Oh, no,
on a river
It's
in
Christopher No Arms Massey.
in New South Wales, Australia, on March 6, 1983. So it's been around for a
There's
while.
a bigger question: is imagine wiping out on water skis at 140 miles an hour.
Well, the good news is your prolapsed anus breaks the fall.
Yikes!
And by the way, the boat in this thing that's going 200 miles an hour, as you mentioned, it has a covered cabin. So
yeah.
So they didn't fly
when it
out.
lands
Their heads
upside down,
weren't bent backwards.
okay.
and they're strapped in. And,
That's nice to
but
know.
still,
Yeah.
crashing at 200 miles an hour, and they got out of the boat. They weren't badly
The
hurt.
largest human water skiing pyramid, 80 people.
I love those. That's my
Why I
favorite.
brought
thing.
it up.
Well, 80 is a lot.
That is a
They were going fast in a boat. Is that what they were doing? Fast in a boat?
Fast in a boat, baby.
Were they broke in a boat?
Fast in a boat?
They didn't break in a boat?
They didn't break apart. They had a roof on it. So
Oh, my God. Roof of the boat.
roof on a boat? Nope, no song. Just talking about the song, huh? Okay.
All right,
That's where we are.
Gave me 2 seconds.
It's very meta.
Thank you. What's coming up, Chick McGee?
Porn stars and sports, finger wrestling. Who's up for it? And once again, toilet paper coming back.
Josh, are you familiar with? Do you have the name of the porn star that's involved in that? Blue somebody?
Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue.
I'm not familiar with the whole Bonnie.
How's she spell blue?
BLUE, Christy,
Oh,
please.
okay, sorry.
She's the one that did the 1,000 guys. Remember
Oh, is
they
she? All right.
they were lining up
Is
at
she
a
Australian or something?
I don't know, but there's a lot of
Never mind.
Down under is a little bit.
I don't think she's Australian.
Used.
I just made that up.
Gilroy was here, and never mind. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get started risk-free at greenlight.com/Spotify.
The month of May in Indy.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello. And there's Tom Griswold. Hi, Tom.
Now, we had this internet thing the other hour about,
Yes.
what is it again now, 100 gorillas.
100 gorillas and one man. Who are you betting on?
Vice versa.
100 men and 100
100
gorillas
men.
and one man.
Oh.
100 men and one
Wow, it's a
gorilla.
death man.
Yeah, 100
That's an
men
appetizer.
versus one gorilla.
Yeah, it is.
I misspoke, jackasses. One gorilla, 100 men.
Or I got a better one. What about 100
Okay.
South Korean sales ladies versus Josh? Now, Josh, you tried to buy a suit in South Korea, and the ladies wouldn't even let you in the store.
I mean, yeah, they were laughing and saying, no.
So did you have to get the suit made?
No. That was the kind of the annoying part is like there are Koreans over there that are way bigger than me. I was like, where do they get their suits?
Big and tall sumo.
Koreans are pretty big. They are, like,
Is the sumo thing big in Korea?
No.
That's strictly Japanese?
I think so. I didn't see any sumo stuff going on.
I like those outfits those guys wear.
The sumo outfits?
Yeah, the big jocks.
You'd look good in one of those.
Good look, yeah. G-string on the big guy.
Yeah. You'd look like a green bean and a Band-Aid.
I see. Now, we're going to get back to the sports page. Starring Chick McGee.
Controversial, it says here, I've never heard of her, British porn star Bonnie Blue has become the new sponsor for a soccer team.
Oh, really?
According to something called the Tavistock Times Gazette, Tia Emma Billinger, known professionally as Bonnie Blue, asked to sponsor the Calstock Football Club after one of the players revealed that the OnlyFans model was his cousin.
Bonnie Blue sounds like a butter mascot.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, there is a
like Blue Bonnet.
Yeah, there is a Blue Bonnet.
Bonnie
Must have
Blue.
been one
And then
of those
there's the ice cream.
Bluebell.
Bluebell.
Oh, Bluebell. Yeah.
But,
The team's jerseys now feature a BB on the front and Up the Bonnie Blue Bees on the back. That's Up, UP, the Bonnie Blue Bees on the back. She made headlines in the past for having sex with over 1,000 men in one day.
Jeez.
And has become a
That's not right.
She creates sexual content with university students as well as married men.
Oh.
The soccer club calls them a drinking team with a football problem.
Oh, all right.
So technically, she's.
There they are. There's, I don't know, if
yeah,
one of
that-
those
which
guys
one's
is
Bonnie?
her cousin. I hope Bonnie's on the left. No, wait a minute, on the right.
I hope
no,
she's
wait a
taking the
minute.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks kind of like a famous designer logo, actually. But it's not. It's for the porn star. She scored more than that soccer team in one day.
Is that
Yeah.
has
is that
scored in a lifetime.
second B? Is that supposed to be an erect penis?
Is that what it is?
There's two B's, and then the part of the B goes up. The second B.
We see that.
Oh,
again,
I
Jason?
didn't see.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
See how it goes up? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Ugh.
Maybe you're right.
I
That
don't know.
makes it even sadder.
Why? She can have. She makes enough to sponsor a soccer team, Tom.
I know. It's kind of tacky.
How about a BT and a Bob and Tom Show soccer team? No.
No.
Okay.
We've done softball teams and stuff before, but we don't have a logo that's trying to hint at something else. I mean, how far away are we from? What would they do if one of the stadium would the stadiums sell their rights to Pornhub?
I wouldn't think so, but
There was a time where I thought maybe. Now I don't think so.
That'd be. Really
I'm surprised the gambling hasn't, like the DraftKings, stadium or whatever it would be.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I wonder if they've
got to be coming.
They bought some networks. Fox Sports is now FanDuel Sports.
I wonder if the NFL would. Well, I guess they wouldn't refuse to play. They like getting their free stadiums paid for by somebody else. So who knows?
180 people put their fingers to the test at Germany's finger wrestling competition over the weekend.
Is this like pinochle? We used to call it pinochle, where you would put your fingers together, entwine, and then try to bend the other person's hand back.
No.
Is that what this is?
Men donned traditional Bavarian dress and risked dislocation as they vied to take the top spot in the sport of Fingerhakeln. Finger Hakel, Hakeln, however you'd say that. Finger wrestling. Two competitors sit on opposite sides of a table and hook one finger through a small leather loop. When a referee says start, they each try to pull the other across the table as quickly as possible.
Oh, I see.
You could pull a finger right out.
Sure, yeah.
180 participants, the 64th championship, several winners in different weight and age categories. This goes back to the 19th century. Finger wrestling.
Oh, here we go.
There they are.
Oh,
Nothing good could come of that.
No, nothing at all.
Oh, he just pulled the guy completely over the.
That is horrible.
How did he do that without the other guy just giving up?
And by the way, they are
young men.
They're using the middle finger.
Oh, I can't watch that.
Look like he broke it off.
I know it does.
Yeah, why doesn't the finger ever cut in half?
Why can't they do thumb wrestling? That's fun.
Yeah.
Remember that when you were a kid?
yeah.
I do remember that.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war.
Yes.
This, judging by the crowd there, I believe this must be a drinking game.
Sure looked like it.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. It's in Germany.
But I'm surprised they use the middle finger. The thing wraps around and then pulls. Did you ever get into a finger war with that one? Maybe in the back of a car in high school.
Hey.
More of a finger banging, I think.
Stupid world.
On the third base line, if you will.
What is it? Third base line? Is that
Yeah.
what you'd say?
Yeah,
Look what we got, kids. David Rush.
Oh, yeah?
Has broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to stack 10 rolls of toilet paper with one hand.
How about that?
Boy.
Managed to claim the title, stacked the toilet paper rolls in 5.38 seconds, beating the previous record of 5.45 seconds.
Flat side down or round side down?
Good question. It is the flat side.
Okay.
Down. By the way,
it didn't take 7 hours.
There's a huge side note in this particular video.
Well, why don't you go ahead and make that an... Oh, here we go.
No, we have a little bit of a video showing Mr. Rush in the headquarters, once again, in England of the Guinness people. And he's got the toilet paper all laid out. And he gets it up and he builds this tower.
Isn't that something?
Anybody could do that.
Not that quickly, though.
How do you know?
Because he has the world record.
I never
there.
tried it. I bet.
I could do that.
I think he's lucky that they all stand. you know?
Yeah, that's got to be part of it.
Well, they show about 50 takes where they don't stand up.
I see.
But he does make it. But David has announced that he is not retiring, but he has taken a regular job.
Oh.
He's working for a company called Digi International. And he said
Do they make didgeridoos?
I don't know what they do.
What is his job description? What does he do?
I don't know. But he says he'll be posting a little bit less, but he still will plan on continuing to break world records.
I think maybe we should focus on
Prayers have been answered.
Focus on the good news of that he's going to be posting less.
Will Hollywood Hannon step up now and try to...
They broke up a long time ago.
I know,
right?
now that he's opened the door.
Anyway, so that he's got the toilet paper roll record. But remember, he is a astonishingly good juggler, not a jiggler. That sounds like a Batman villain.
I believe it is in
that's right.
Shirtless Girl.
In Shirtless Girl, yeah. In any event, it's a Charmin record. Charmin record.
Hey,
very good.
Hey, look, at the sound of Tom sneezing, that'll wrap up sports.
Whoa.
Or sports.
Well, thank you very much, Chip.
Be a good sport. Christy.
Okay.
What's coming up?
Yeah, let's talk about that. We have a Brinks truck with a problem once again. We have
Lock the doors.
We have a passenger on a flight from Southwest that had a little bit of a problem. A guy airlifted from Mount Fuji twice, and a
Wait a
snake
minute,
falls
hold
into
it.
a margarita.
Are we only doing the Mount Fuji story so Tom can talk about McHale's Navy? Yes or no?
Maybe. He gave it to me, so...
Mount Fuji is famous, you know.
Go ahead. Why would you mention McHale's Navy in connection with Mount Fuji?
Because Fuji was their buddy that was a POW.
Which is hilarious.
They got along with him just fine.
Yeah.
I think it shows the beginning of the...
when he wasn't being tortured for troop deployment.
Right.
Well, I think they got along. He was
their best friend.
He was a nice fellow.
And when they would go around the internment camp and talk to him. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Not highly inaccurate. That's all happening. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us? Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Your snacking routine can get a little dull. Time for an Oikos remix. Like a crunchy storm of sea salt praline pretzels, dark chocolate, and butter toffee, showering down into a smooth, creamy yogurt. Enjoy 3 Oikos Remix varieties with epic mix-ins and 11 grams of complete protein per 4.5-ounce serving. See remixyogurt.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Josh Arnold. He's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Steven Singer's limited edition, brand new Blue Moon 24 karat gold dipped rose for Mother's Day. Is it available now? Yes, but there are limited quantities. So
get to it.
Move
that's
it or
exactly
lose it.
right. IHateStevenSinger.com.
I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. We are going to check in with Christy Lee. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What have you got?
Oh, sorry. Authorities in a Chicago suburb say $300,000 was stolen after people took sacks of cash that fell off a Brinks truck.
So they weren't grabbing them by the bag.
According to a Brinks complaint, the back door of the truck opened by quote-unquote unknown means in Oak Park, causing 3 bags of U.S. currency to tumble out while the truck was traveling on Austin Boulevard. Brinks noted that upon returning to the area, between 50 and 100 people were seen taking money and fleeing.
If you hear this and say, I wouldn't take the money,
you wouldn't.
You're lying to
No.
yourself or lying to us?
An estimated $300,000 was taken. A representative from the village of Oak Park told NBC Chicago that as yet, quote, no arrests have been made. Those bills are marked. They know.
How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know? What are you, a bank manager?
Wouldn't they be?
Not necessarily.
Let me ask you this. You know about somebody who's taken a bag of money.
I
Would
do?
you
Oh.
would you turn them in?
No, I wouldn't rat on nobody. I'm not a ratter.
Again, I would. If you're
That is the girlest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I'm no ratter.
If you're
not a ratter.
working for the Brinks folks, isn't job one locking the door?
I would think.
Maybe, I don't know, have a double system where you on the outside of the thing you put a lock.
There should be a list, like no bare feet. The number one rule should be lock the door, then no bare feet. I'll keep money in your pocket. And then the last rule should be lock the door, right?
Yeah.
You'd start and end with that. Wow. This is happening too often.
Now, you said it was 3 bags of money?
3 bags full. Yeah.
So I assume one of them must have popped open if all these people are running around and picking up bills
Yeah,
flying all
must
over
have.
the place.
Isn't there a John Cusack movie where he takes the money?
Money for nothing.
Yeah, he has to hide it for the longest time because of the serial numbers, right?
See?
Well, the best movie about that is
Oh, the plane crash one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
called A Simple Plan.
That's a
That's a terrific movie. Billy Bob Thornton.
See?
And Bill Paxton's in it.
It's a great movie.
That's right.
Nothing good comes of
yeah,
it.
If you're thinking of taking some money that you
Yeah.
find, watch that movie. You'll change your
You're
mind.
making a mistake.
Moral compass should be.
Billy Bob Thornton is great in that.
They call it the jewel of the sea.
Now, but what is Brinks is saying? They don't know how the door opened.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Unknown means.
What if there's a way to hack the doors if they're on some kind of computerized thing? Because you can hack a car to start now.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if you can.
But again, wouldn't you just even get a bicycle lock and put it between the 2 handles on the back?
I'm going to guess they have plenty of.
Bicycle lock. How about a stick?
I think-
Put a stick.
I
How about the
think-
club?
Yeah, the club. That would work.
I think we're talking inside job here.
Maybe.
Well, I'm guessing the driver's going to get that speech. Well, Mike, we'll be docking your check for the next 72 years.
Here's the thing: either it was you knew about it or you let it happen. Okay?
Yeah,
you're
Well,
gonna
there's an
pay
ins-
with your life.
There's an inside job. They
Now,
didn't
do
do
they-
a very good job of it if 50 to 100 people stole their money.
But just someone said they saw
That's
this
so
on
true.
They saw this on TV.
I did not. I read about it
Okay,
yesterday.
I was wondering, would they pixelate the faces of people running around taking money because they seem to pixelate faces now and everything,
I don't know.
or would they let the guilty be seen?
Well, that's the way they catch people, though, so they don't pixelate
Thieves.
for law enforcement. That's the way they catch you now.
No, but I'm saying for the
There's cameras
for the
everywhere.
TV broadcast, would they show people actually running around?
I don't know.
Picking
That's
up
the only
money?
downfall of this is if they, you're running around, they're going to find a picture of you putting money into your car, probably.
Stuffing it in your pockets.
Yeah, CCTV is hard to escape.
Yep.
Well,
they're everywhere.
What else you got, Christy?
A man says he bought his own stolen car recently. The BBC says on February 28th, Ewan Valentine discovered his black Honda Civic had been stolen from his driveway overnight. After telling police and his insurers, the 36-year-old started looking for a replacement and found one that looked identical about 70 miles away. He purchased the car for $26,000. Despite the car having a new VIN number, plate, and lower mileage, Mr. Valentine became suspicious when he discovered his parents' addresses on the history screen of the built-in navigation system.
Yeah.
Mr. Valentine told the BBC he's now hoping to get his money and deposit back for the vehicle. Good luck, sir. Wow, how do you change the VIN number and the... Well, I guess you can dial back the odometer, can't you?
Oh, they could. Well, some cars have the VIN number in a bunch of different places trying to prevent that. But.
Yeah.
So funny that it's the simplest thing.
Mm-hmm.
They did all the work to do those other things, and they just forgot the
guy
memory and the navigation.
Turns on the navigation. Oh,
Yeah.
look, my house. But I guess, wouldn't you get in the car and go, this sure looks exactly like my car?
Well, that was why he bought it.
That's yeah.
He loved it.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, this last week went up to the wrong car and started to get in and realized it wasn't mine.
Well, but
you do that a lot.
You
Really
throw
is
all of these.
Well, I knew it wasn't mine
studies
because it had a bottle of water that I hadn't been drinking in the thing. But other than that, it looked just like my car.
So you knew it wasn't yours eventually.
Yes. I've
what
actually
you need
gotten
to say.
in one twice, but
I
it wasn't
know.
mine.
I knew it wasn't mine when I saw a terrified lady sitting in the driver's seat.
I almost sat on her.
3 screaming children in the back.
At least, but look at it this way: you haven't gotten into it, and then I go, "All
holiday-
right, babe, let's go home." Wait a minute, you're not my.
Wait a minute, I don't have a bike rack.
At least the car had been cleaned. Nothing else.
I
Oh,
wonder.
the one you were going to get into?
I honestly wonder how you and Pat get to work every morning. I
Well,
really
same
do.
here. I go past the exit all the time.
I can't
The
imagine.
I'm
entrance
not
to the
surprised by
studio.
that.
You're wandering around.
I know. Poor Pat tried to confide in me. He goes, "Hey, how many times do you pass the street when you're on your way here?" And I haven't.
Haven't
Well,
you?
see, that's now ever since they put up those reflectors.
Yeah, and there's a sign there now.
Doesn't matter. I got songs in my head, and I drive right by it.
You got something in your head.
How far do you get before you turn around?
It's interesting you have songs in your head because you haven't played one yet this morning.
No one's asked
Not
me.
one song.
Boy, you were on my ass this morning for no reason.
Well, get a ticket if you're going to watch the show. Okay.
I love the show.
You have some sort of charity we can mention?
Yeah, me. Jimmy's College Fund charity.
That's the funniest thing you've said all morning.
And he's not joking. Hey, he's going to go to college. Me too.
Yeah, we're all going to college.
Yeah, we're all going to college. Yeah, I was a late bloomer. Yeah, whatever.
Christy, what else have you got?
Here you go. You can write a song about this.
What is it about poop?
Yeah, exactly.
No, $5 says he can't.
Police were called to meet a Southwest Airlines flight in Chicago
I
after
got nothing.
passenger reportedly took off her clothes and defecated on her seat.
Took
What
off
is
her
this
clothes.
about?
Southwest Airlines flight.
Some people really want to have the seat next to them empty.
Took
I
off
think-
her clothes.
I don't want anybody sitting in that middle seat. I'm going to poop on it.
Southwest Airlines Flight 418 from Philadelphia to Chicago's Midway, met by law enforcement and medical personnel
I guess.
who responded to a, quote, situation involving a customer. A source told NBC News the woman got naked, pooped on her seat, forcing the plane to be taken out of service for cleaning.
Infuriating hundreds.
And I thought this flight and the store was duty free.
People walking past a mound of crab in a seat.
You got a song, Pat?
I got this.
Okay, before you get to it, Pat, I was going to bring this article, and I'll
see
find it
about
for you,
that.
Chick.
Okay.
Because your daughter has been a flight attendant.
Yes.
And it was a
living hell.
a survey of flight attendants and how in the last 5 years incidents like this have skyrocketed.
Escalated.
And we keep getting stories about planes having to turn around and planes having to land because we're letting lunatics get on board.
How do you know she was going to do this when she boarded?
If I'd gotten a good look-see, I bet I could have.
She looks like a nude dumper to me.
Yeah, I can usually tell the loonies.
No kidding?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Pat?
Woo! Passenger stripped and pooped in her seat. Worse than John Candy rubbing his feet. Plane had to land because of her tailwind. These things keep happening again and again. Psycho flyer, what the hey? She's nuts. Cops came and took her away. Oh, she's insane. Woo! Emotional support, parrots and skunks, unruly bigots, idiots and drunks, punching the crew as they spit and cuss. What is this? A Greyhound bus? Sack of flyers? What the hey? The fa nuts. There's more and more every day. Oh, I'm done.
Oh, nicely done. A little tribute to the Talking Heads.
Did we get any explanation about this lady? Meth
it's all
It has to be meth. Or
usually,
something, right?
whenever this happens, the lawyer always goes, "Oh, well, she was taking a prescription medication, and apparently the 64 bourbon and waters that she had kicked in with the." Yeah, I don't know. In 2024, the FAA documented 2,100 cases of unruly passengers.
Huh.
So
Everybody needs to grow up.
yeah, it's just getting ridiculous.
Become an adult.
This article I read yesterday indicated that it's created a fear of flying among a pretty healthy chunk of people.
Yeah.
Other people?
Yeah, they're afraid that they're going to get on a plane with
a wacko,
the lunatic who, if they don't get the armrest, decides to crap on the seat.
Man, that is quite a.
But as Chick points out, can you imagine you're walking off the plane? You have to walk by that, and then there's someone from Southwest up front. Here's a meal voucher.
No need to fill out the comment cards.
Yeah.
We're
But I
aware.
certainly don't blame the airline. They can't help it.
No.
Now, when does Southwest go back to they're not going to have the great way they have it now where you get to, I always like that.
You have to find that out.
I bet she was in the C group. Anyone?
I bet you're right.
Yeah. In this
She
case,
didn't pay for A, that's for sure.
Yeah, in this case, that stands for crapping in the seat. Right now, it's time to check in with Chick McGee right over there with the Raycon earbud story.
That's right. Raycon's everyday earbuds are perfect for Mother's Day. An interesting gift. She'll say, "Where did you ever think of that?" Well, I got the idea from Chick McGee and the Bob and Tom Show. That's right. Raycon's everyday earbuds, the latest model, better than ever. 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, lets you pair with two devices at once. And the Bluetooth syncing is instantaneous. And Raycon also has a quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery. They come with active noise cancellation, starting at just half the price of other premium audio brands, and a spectrum of vibrant colors to match your mom's style. And Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom and take advantage of the deal we've got you. 20% off site-wide. Right now, Raycon offering 20% off site-wide when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
They're the best. They'll make a great Mother's Day gift for any of those moms in your life. We are coming back. We have some exciting things in the world of animals meeting Legos. And a dachshund update from Australia. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
By the time I hit my 50s, I'd learned a few things, like how family is precious. Work can always wait. And 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes shingles. Not everyone at risk will develop it, but I did. The painful, blistering rash disrupted my life for weeks. Don't learn about your shingles risk the hard way. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today. Sponsored by GSK.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee, a man who looking good today with the
V, the short V.
The short V.
Is that a new look?
I don't go the deep V. I like the shallow V.
You don't want to show off the chest.
No, I don't like the chest. The chest hair is far too. There's too much of it.
Looking good. Looking very handsome.
Did you
very,
get
very gray.
other colors besides white?
Nope, just white for now.
Okay.
It's on a test run.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It looks good. We have Christy Lee. She is at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
A climber who was airlifted from Japan's Mount Fuji was rescued for a second time after returning to the mountain just 4 days later.
You know, fella, this may not be for you.
Right? The man, identified as a 27-year-old Chinese student living in Japan, made an emergency call on April 22nd after developing symptoms of altitude sickness. According to police, he later returned to the mountain's trail about 10,000 feet above sea level.
10,000 feet? That's not that bad.
To look for his cell phone and other belongings that he'd left behind.
You say 10,000 feet? Well,
Another-
No, that's not bad.
It's almost 2 miles.
No, but 10,000 feet is like a decent ski resort.
Another climber found him unable to
You shouldn't
move.
be such a pussy. They got to get a helicopter to go home.
After he apparently developed altitude sickness for a second time.
Maybe we should hear Tom out on this.
I could do it with an accent if that'd make you happier.
Boy, you know.
It would, but
No, 10,000 feet really isn't that high.
Okay.
We're not talking Everest level
Do
here.
you hear what you've done to all of us? You
beat
said
us down.
10,000 feet, it really isn't all that high. For the third time, Josh finally just went, okay. Does that make you feel
it's
good?
more than a third of Everest, isn't it?
A third of Everest?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, but there's a distinct difference between if you're at 30,000 feet.
I don't think it's as high as the first base camp. Let's look.
With
So-
10,000, Breckenridge is 10,000.
Have you gotten altitude sickness skiing?
Not real bad. I've had trouble sleeping a couple times.
How high is that typically?
I mean, but I'm just saying 10,000 really isn't that high. This guy
skiing, how high is that?
Depends.
Everest Base Camp, south side of Mount Everest, is located at 5364. Holy heck.
Is that the address?
Nope, it's
5364 Rock Lane.
It's 5364 meters, which is, I've done the math in my head, 17,598 feet. That's base camp.
Oh.
So
That's significantly higher.
Yes.
But this is when you read about these guys and ladies that go hiking and stuff and they have to be rescued, there should be a fine.
Don't they have to pay for that? Something?
Well, yeah, when remember the guy and where was it?
Washington State, wasn't it?
I think all you have to do is give them like $5 for gas.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
it?
if you tip the pilot, it's okay.
I had a friend that was involved in a helicopter medical thing, and I think the bill was $70,000.
Must be, yeah.
I mean, it's
out of pocket. It would have been $2,000.
Yeah,
yeah.
Our system sure is good.
So this guy gets rescued for the second time in a handful. Does he get on board the copter and go, "Hey, I missed you guys. How's it going?"
You know, we didn't get a chance to finish our conversation. So how?
I'm with you, Josh. Maybe hiking isn't for him.
Yeah, that's not your thing, dude.
If you joined us before the break, we were talking about Southwest Airlines. You had some questions real quick. They are going to start charging for bags at the end of May, like May 28th. And then the assigned seats will begin in the first part of 2026.
I think that's good. That's a good idea.
No, I loved Southwest.
It's real dumb.
And you and I disagree. I also like it when the flight attendants have a little bit of fun with the audience.
No, hey, that too. The audience. Not
Hey, listen,
not the passengers.
As you
the
know,
audience.
they are trained professionals, and they've just heroically helped a bunch of people. Remember that one just a couple of months ago?
Well, if you want to be a stand-up, be a stand-up. You want to be a flight attendant, be a flight attendant. You can't do both.
How about being just a decent, fun person and saying, "Hey, I'm glad we landed here. Let's sing a song or something." And
No song. No song.
You know what else I got
No one wants
exposed
to sing a song.
When did this happen to me? Oh, it was something on the phone. And I understand good manners and people trying to be pleasant. And I'm sure that I'm hearing this differently than other people would hear it. But I swear this woman, hi, how are you? Talking to me like I'm a kindergartner. Does that drive you nuts? Hi, how are you?
no, by
I'm
driving
okay.
me nuts, what do you mean?
Hi, Ed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Right.
Yeah.
But she has, because I worked in a call center, she
Good
has 3
God.
people listening to her who will go, you needed to be more, you needed to say this.
And
you
she
needed
said
to do-"
perfect for everything. Such
Yeah.
and such. Perfect.
Do you think there'd be
Perfect.
Do you think that'd be a channel people would watch?
Perfect.
You know, when they say your call, this call may be monitored. Do you think there'd be like a channel you could go to just listen to?
People dealing with
people dealing
There's
with
gotta be a
customer
better way to
service.
do it.
I mean, I think that would make an okay show.
No, I used to watch Lost and Found
Was it Spectrum?
It was Comcast.
Oh,
It
but
was a cable.
okay, yeah, mine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It was another cable. Yeah, but I watched the show Lost and Found at the airport. They're like different airports across the country. That people came to talk to the Lost and Found people. Yeah, that was a good show. I don't know whatever happened to it, or I lost track of it.
Well, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, anything that the flight attendants have to do to stay sane, I'm all right with.
It's tough for the flight.
And again, we were just talking about the fact that in this Southwest flight, some woman takes her clothes off and defecates at Midway Airport on the seat.
On the seat, on the plane. So the Lost and Found at the airport, do they have like a big sale at the end of the year? Like, what do they do with all that stuff?
You ever notice how the TSA guys smell pretty good? They got a lot of cologne, hair products.
A lot of toothpaste.
Hey, Moose, you can't help but notice.
A lot of shampoo.
You have to stop these
using some hair products.
Hacky premises that you keep bringing up.
It's not a
You have
hacky
to stop.
premise.
Yes, it is.
She brought it up.
Everybody brings it up.
I asked a question, had nothing to do
You know,
with TSA.
the TSA people have the most luxurious
I
hair.
did not say that. He did.
She just said, what do they do with all
What's
this
the matter,
stuff?
Tom? You having fun? No, you're not.
That's my line.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
no, they have a big fire sale at the end. They set everything on fire at the runway, and then they sit
There
around.
you go.
They have wieners.
But that's a valid question. What do they do with it?
I don't know.
Doesn't it all get shipped to Texas or something?
Or New Jersey.
Texas.
There are warehouses for everything, and here's Jeff.
There's a few auction sites online where you can buy all the stuff that people leave.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
can
You probably
buy
get
it-
some cheap.
Or you can also buy it in bulk.
What?
Like you could buy a whole skid.
Oh, a blind thing.
Right,
like,
and
yeah.
you have no idea what you're getting.
Oh, like a grab bag?
Yeah.
Oh.
And if there are 5 iPads in there, it was worth it.
And some of the skids go for $5,000-$10,000.
Wow.
But you can also buy individual items on other websites.
Can't you do that with storage facilities
Yeah.
too? Like some that are abandoned, and then you can just buy a storage
Amazon
facility,
returns.
number 8 or whatever. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'd be afraid I'd get the Silence of the Lambs
Yeah.
storage thing.
All of a sudden you have Benjamin Raspel's head in a jar. Yeah, great.
Well, if that did happen, Pat could write a good song because you got a head in a jar. Right there, you go right to the Beatles, Eleanor Rigby.
And here's Pat.
You could, yeah.
You not now. I mean, later on. Hey, if you're just joining us, hello. Thanks for joining us. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. And Christy Lee is at her post.
A diner at a Mexican restaurant in Virginia was left traumatized.
Oh, no.
After a snake fell from the ceiling into her margarita.
Everybody else sees this, right?
Carletta Andrews told WRIC she was dining.
Ricky TV.
She was dining with her husband at Patron Mexican Restaurant and Cantina
Would it be Ricky Ticky TV?
Ricky Ticky. No.
in Sandston, Virginia, when she felt something hit her forehead. I leaned in to take a sip, noticed something hit me. When I turned around, I saw the snake in my margarita.
Now, Tom, what would you do? You're at a diner. You're enjoying a nice glass of carbonated water, and all of a sudden a snake falls from the ceiling and hits you in the forehead.
I assume that as I hit the ground, I would have already defecated, and then they'd have to revive me.
You would actually pass out and or have a heart attack.
Oh, it'd be terrible. Yeah. I mean, how the hell does that
My
happen?
favorite story, one of that Willie tells, is when they were little kids, they put a snake on the steering wheel during a vacation.
fake snake, wasn't
a fake
it?
snake on a Oh, that's fine. You're trying to kill your father.
I was furious.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I
how
bet the
does it-
GDs were flying then.
how does a snake get in the ceiling?
Workers tried to remove the baby snake
Practice?
with a stick before another customer grabbed it and released it outside. Thank you, customer. Andrew says she's still in shock and traumatized.
Bartender, there's a snake in my margarita.
Be quiet. Everybody will want one.
That's just a very big worm.
The restaurant owner told WRIC the snake likely entered through the air conditioning unit.
Ricky Ticky.
When asked about new precautions, he replied, nothing. Of course. There's nothing you can do to prevent that.
No.
It's not just our fajitas that are hissing at, what's the name of this place?
Patron Mexican Restaurant in
Patron,
Cantina.
just like the booze.
I bet you can't, you probably can't order any other tequila at Patron's, right? I like some Don Julio. Nope.
Read the sign, pal.
Yeah.
They sell Don Julio down by the schoolyard. Got a song about that, Pat?
You apparently do already before me.
You have a song, Pat, about anything?
Jeez, what is going on
Yeah.
with the ball busting of me
Yeah,
today?
God, when I would have walked about 20 minutes ago.
Well, then we would have had any songs today.
No, seriously, Pat.
She turned to you and everything.
Now, Pat,
she's still waiting.
I got lists and lists.
We were talking about doing karaoke the other day.
Oh, you want to hear karaoke?
You have a karaoke song we can do?
Sure, yeah.
That'd be
Was
fun.
that under K?
Let me think. Yes.
Ah.
Now, Pat's album is out there, doing great. It's called Hotel Pool.
It's a great album.
The
by
Hotel
way, Pat.
Pool
I'm
season
being
has
serious.
arrived.
Oh, it's
Are
not-
we ready?
It's not Hotel
Yeah.
California, but it's an okay.
Are we ready?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're ready.
What could ruin such a pleasant scene? What's more annoying than a drunk Marine? What's louder than a busted muffler on a souped-up car? What's irritating when you're trying to think? You know, it sucks when you just want to drink. It's karaoke night at your local bar. If I want to hear a drunk guy butcher Post Malone, I'll buy a ticket to a Post Malone show. Not everyone's Mariah or Daryl Hall. Some folks were meant just to work at the mall. Pearl Harbor was bad, but the Japanese have gone too far.
Gone too far.
I'd rather take a pool cue right in the eye than hear some wasted fool sing American Pie. It's karaoke night, oh, at my local bar. Who is this American Idol wanna be? Thinking he could sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Ah, please pick a key. If I hear one more version of Friends in Low Places, some local yokel's gonna need some braces. You ruin Uptown Funk and I'm gonna go and key your call. No Delta Dawn, or I want a new drug. One more Love Shack and I'm pulling the plug. It's karaoke night and you are not a star. Oh, it's karaoke night, oh, at my local bar. I'm gonna go home and have a drink. Woo!
All right. Now, Josh, I know you're probably the most skilled singer in the bunch.
Oh.
What does your karaoke go to?
I always enjoy singing Brandy, You're a Fine Girl, and
That's a crowd pleaser.
Sex and Candy by Marcy Playground is fun.
Could you do just a little bit of that a cappella?
Maybe. What's the key there, Pat?
I
smell sex and candy.
I smell sex and
candy. Yeah. That's a little high.
a little high for you.
What else do I?
I apologize for not playing it perfectly.
Yeah, it really, that's a little high for me, is what I should have said.
Can you do better?
Christy says
try.
do better.
I want to touch myself, but the Divinyls is a big one for you. I saw you do that one night.
Oh,
Really?
no, that is not. But there is always that sort of a
That element.
yeah.
Is there a dance that goes with that, I'm assuming?
I also have done Alanis Morissette, You Ought to Know.
Oh,
And I kind of do a scream version of it, like when it gets to the You Ought to Know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's divisive.
Do you throw this in for nothing?
Oh, I should.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Pat, do you ever do karaoke?
That's what I was going
I
to
have
ask.
never done karaoke.
I think it's fun.
I take that back. Not the name drop. I'll pick the names off the floor I just dropped. But Carrot Top and I once went out in a drunken spree in Vegas, and we went to a karaoke place, and we both got up and sang.
What'd you sing?
Well, I sang a dirty version of My Way and got thrown out. You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to
I sort of
Frank's
improvised.
lyrics.
I sort of improvised. A little.
What did Carrot Top do?
That's a great question. I don't quite remember, but he was actually very good, very animated. They love him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, his act is fantastic.
He is
Just
really,
brilliant.
really funny. Yeah.
If you get a chance, I certainly would
I've
recommend
done
it.
karaoke once in my life. That's true.
Oh, I would think you would do it a lot.
Have you ever done it, Christy?
Yeah, I did it a couple times. I always do Pat Benatar.
What do you
Hit me
sing?
with your best shot.
Oh, wow.
That's an easy one. I'm not going to sing it now.
Oh.
Christy
With
sings
your
show
best
dies. We all know that.
Christy sing
Come
show.
on and hit me with your best shot. Dang, nailed it. Hit me with.
All right. It's time to
Andy goes, oh, give me the opportunity.
Yeah,
hit.
No reason to goad me, baby.
Wow. You can hit your. How do I get into this?
Hit mom with the Steven Singer. No,
No hitting.
hit your mom.
Yeah, a gift. One of those great moms, or all of them,
hit her in the mouth with a gift.
with something nice from Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven Singer has something very special out there, the limited edition Blue Moon 24 karat gold dipped rose.
Oh, that's 24 karat.
That sounds unique. A 24 karat. That sounds really, really nice.
How many carats are in this?
My tongue
That's
hurts.
just not anything. That was 24 karat.
With the last bracelet.
That's all about it, Tom.
Well, I'll tell you what.
This show is falling apart.
Falling apart. It's a limited edition.
You're
Blue
all
Moon.
going to be fired.
Could you shut up? It's a limited edition. You're not. No, you're not. It's a limited edition 24 karat gold. Blue Moon. It's a rose. It's dipped in gold. It's right over there.
It's Blue Moon is what it is.
It comes in a beautiful gift box. I wish I had a very large box here I could put a couple people in. It's guaranteed to last a lifetime, of course. It's from Steven Singer. It's got free shipping as part of the deal. It's got a nice card. It's telling that mom how much you love her.
It is a nice card.
It's a nice.
It's a really nice card.
Nice on card stock. How about a bracelet?
Yes.
How about the At-Last bracelet?
I love the At-Last bracelet.
You get that for your lady.
Yeah.
You got a lot of moms in your life, so get them something nice. Once again, the special, by the way, this is a limited edition. They're going to run out. They ran out last year of the previous season's rose. It's a limited edition Blue Moon 24 karat gold dipped rose for Mother's Day. Like I said, free shipping, guaranteed to last a lifetime. It's from Steven Singer. They're selling fast. They will not be restocked. We talked to Steven about it last week. Nothing says I love you like a real authentic Steven Singer 24 karat gold dipped rose. And don't forget some jewelry. Oh, you can't go wrong, fellas, when it comes to Mother's Day. Everybody likes a nice bracelet. Check them all out at IHateStevenSinger.com. Got through that. Thank you very much. Coming up, we have more delights from the world of news and sports. And I'll refer you to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios where you'll find us. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. BobandTom@BobandTom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
So good, so good, so good.
Great gifts for mom? We've got them. And they're up to 60% off at Nordstrom Rack stores now.
You know they have Marc Jacobs?
Gotta show mom some love.
That is so good. Snag amazing deals on Mother's Day gifts from Barefoot Dreams, Kate Spade New York, and more. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
It's an hour starting soon.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. Now we have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk, keeping us up to date on...
But before we get to me, isn't it time for our history lesson?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah.
We certainly can.
It is.
Today is...
April 29th.
Almost done with April. 29.
Oh, it's a leap year this year.
2-9er.
Ask anybody.
Niner, April.
A couple of quick birthdays. The great Duke Ellington, born in 1899.
Wow.
Sir Duke.
I told you I saw him once walking through an airport with a posse, if you will.
And he looked every bit like the Duke.
Oh, man. He had a big overcoat on, but his arms weren't in the sleeves. He was wearing it like a cape.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it just looked...
Fur? Any fur?
No, it was just it was like a camel color. It was just, I'll never forget it. I was just a kid. Who is that?
Exquisite come to mind?
I've seen this guy too, and he's still with us. The great Willie Nelson, born on this date in 1933.
92.
The redheaded stranger.
Yeah.
Great statue there in Austin, right outside the ACL Live Theater, the Moody, right there at Willie. Get your picture taken with that.
He's no longer with us. Some may be happy about it. Bernie Madoff, of course. Madoff.
Entrepreneurial man.
Really? That's how you see him?
Sure.
Not a thief?
A couple of deals went
Well,
bad.
I mean, one man's thief is another man's
An incredible con man. And if you
Yeah.
if you read the background of that, what's really amazing is he had never operated a computer. The whole operation was done. He'd have his staff people would be looking at newspapers, and they'd just go back in time and go, okay, here's a 3-month-old newspaper. Here's where the stock was then. Where is it now? Okay, pretend we bought that one. Then they'd type it out on sheets and hand it. Oh, look how you're doing. You're doing great. Amazing that the operation went as well as it did for so long. Well worth reading about. Happy birthday to, again, sorry, no longer with us, Dale Earnhardt. Now, Dale Jr. is, of course, a big fan of the Washington Football Club.
Yeah, he is.
Good podcaster.
He's excited they're going back downtown to RFK here. Supposed to be ready by the 2030 season.
That long?
Long time.
Well, there's they got to tear down the other one, haul that away. That's no small job.
That's half the battle right
Goodness gracious! Then they got to call the cable company.
Oh yeah, they're the battle.
God,
They're going to wait around for them all day.
Yeah.
1954. Happy birthday to the great Jerry Seinfeld.
What's
comedian.
the deal with? Oh.
And a billionaire was just announced.
Oh yes.
He's a billionaire?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's Seinfeld. Oof.
That show, I think he makes something like $30 million a year.
Damn.
Residuals. The great actor Daniel Day-Lewis, born on this date in 1957.
I could watch him do anything.
Andre Agassi, he was just in the news for picking up pickleball.
That's right, for the leagues, the majors.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Major League Pickleball.
We'll see how he does. Uma Thurman, born in 1970. I still loved it when David Letterman did that Oscar thing. Oprah, Uma, and nobody.
Oh, he got nailed.
Yeah, it was funny. It was great.
Not going to do the big royal news today?
Oh, what about the Royals?
It's the 14th anniversary of William and Kate.
Really?
Yes.
Let's see if that didn't make my
It
list.
didn't make your list?
No.
She is my queen.
Oh.
Something important made my
She's
list.
beautiful.
On this date in 2018, The Simpsons passed Gunsmoke for the most episodes, the highest count in television history.
Wow.
Man.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Gunsmoke?
No.
Yeah, I never bought into that. It always looked
I
fake.
remember my grandfather being upset when Dennis Weaver left the show, and they brought in another. His name was Chester, and the new one they brought in was Festus. Remember this?
Yeah.
Is this the one Miss Kitty was on?
Yeah.
No, I missed
Nobody said she was
a madam.
A madam at a whorehouse, really,
Right.
on Gunsmoke.
Huh. Was
Yeah, she
Barbara
was-
Stanwyck on one of those shows?
The Big Valley.
Oh, that's it. The Big Valley.
Barbara Stanwyck is the Big Valley.
In
in
the Big Valley.
Size queen.
Tonight's episode: Yodeling in the Canyon.
Apparently, I think Barbara
Lee
Stan would
Majors,
like to do.
Lee Majors was on the Big Valley.
Christy, you're correct. In 2011, Prince William and Kate Middleton were married.
See?
Westminster.
I follow my royals.
You do?
A little bit. Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. I think they're kind of interesting.
At the accidental birth of wealth and fame?
Not the ones that are in California, just the ones that are still in England.
Okay. And that's all the happy stuff. Then it gets really depressing.
Oh, like what? Come on.
No.
we can take
This one
Trust
depressing.
me. No.
Okay.
You'll
Yeah, but you always overreact.
No, not on this one. We'll just move forward here and hand it back to Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
A miniature dachshund has been rescued 529 days after she went missing.
Wow.
On an Australian island. Maybe she didn't want to be found. Valerie, the dachshund's ordeal, began in November of 2023 when she ran away from her owner's campsite on Kangaroo Island. Rescuers were finally able to capture her over the weekend. Jared Caron, director of the Kangaroo Wildlife Rescue, said Valerie's doing really, really well and will soon be able to begin her transition back to her loving parents, Josh and Georgia. Kangaroo Wildlife Rescue said this mission to find the dog compromised more than 1,000 hours of searching by their volunteers.
Okay.
Why bother? I mean, the dog's having a great time.
That's what I thought. Sounds like the dog's having the time of its life.
Is it going to be hard to get the dog to go back to regular dog food? Hey, this doesn't taste enough like koala.
Well, and dachshunds are hunters, aren't they? And not what they
Yeah.
were bred for.
Weren't they bred for
Going
squeezing
through
down
Yeah,
holes?
holes and-
tunnels and stuff.
Yeah.
I think for badgers or something.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
But I said this earlier. They call them. I'm not kidding. In German, they call them sausage dogs.
And that wasn't a joke?
No,
Yeah, you're not. Are you serious
no,
about that?
I'm completely serious.
Not kidding.
I think you're pulling our leg.
I mean, we call them wiener dogs.
Wait a minute, I'm with Pat on this.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought you were having fun with it.
A little jokey joke.
Sausage
No,
dogs.
we're not having any fun.
They come from Frankfurt. Or...
Oh, all right. Okay, all right.
You know the old dachshund joke.
No, what?
Why did the cowboy get a dachshund?
I don't know why did the cowboy get a dachshund.
Because he wanted to get a long little doggy.
Are you sitting in for Ace today? What the heck?
No, Jeff is.
What joke is that? Get along, little dog. Is that from a song? I think it is from a song.
Get along, little doggy.
What song
That was
is
a song?
Yeah.
Gene Autry or something.
Out in the West or something?
Yeah, it's
Kate Smith.
Nice tune. Thank you very much. Coming up, we have more delights from Patty G. And I will remind you that Pat's album is out there. It's called Hotel Pool.
Jump in the pool. The water's nice.
Oh, there we go. And it's streaming everywhere. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Click fast and save big. Shop Blinds.com's Spring Cyber Monday sale and elevate your space with new custom window treatments today. DIY or let our pros handle everything from measure to install. Blinds.com makes upgrading your home easy with free virtual consultations, honest pricing, and free samples delivered to your door. Shop confidently with our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Hurry to Blinds.com's Spring Cyber Monday sale now. Save up to 45% with minimum purchase plus a free measure. Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Hello, there's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios with Josh Arnold.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. We have a special guest right now.
We're getting hooked up in a few minutes. We'll just pause briefly while we get that organized on the big screen and on the satellite. I have kind of an update for you. We had a story out of Connecticut about a guy shooting a bear in his garage.
The bear was up in the top of a tree, yes.
But
it wasn't in its garage.
It had been in the garage, allegedly. Welcome to Josh Arnold, bear defense attorney.
Well,
bear rebuttal.
You seem to think this guy had every right to kill this bear.
Your Honor, I ask you.
The bear was up in the tree.
I think the guy overreacted grossly.
Well, here we go. This is a bear being spotted playing in a family's backyard slide in Connecticut.
Oh, that's fun.
Ms. Sarah Loving and her family returned to their
Was
home
anything but
in Simsbury to find two black bears in their backyard. She started videotaping them. One of the bears started to climb the wooden playscape and slid down headfirst on the slide.
Finally, somebody playing on a playground.
She said the bear hung out for a few more minutes before they moved on to the neighbor's yard.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
When was the last time you went by somebody's playscape and there were kids playing on it?
They're not. They're
Never.
On their iPads.
Ever.
This is an
They're
odd.
all on their iPads.
This is an odd
Even
thing
the
to be
bears are on their
upset
iPads.
about.
But I'm just saying. It's weird.
Now, if the bear had fallen off and broken its arm, since you are now a bear defender, would you have filed a lawsuit?
Oh, absolutely.
Hi, if you're a bear,
Yes.
get the money you deserve. Insurance companies are trying to rip you off. Call Josh Arnold, bear attorney.
Laugh all you want. When the bears take over, I will be on the protected scrolls.
All right, everybody out of here. Hang on a minute, friend. We've got something for you, buddy.
Okay. Christy, what else have you got over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk?
A small turtle at a Canadian museum is getting around thanks to a custom Lego mobility aid. Root, who was missing his right front foot when he arrived at Halifax's Museum of Natural History last September,
What now?
had been scraping his shell on the
This is
floor.
great.
Come on.
This is like a three-legged dog, except it's a three-legged turtle, and they
Museum-
fixed it up with a
what?
With a Lego kind of thing for a foot, a little wheel on it.
Museum naturalist Tessa Biesterfeld designed a wheeled Lego platform, attaching it to Root with a dog harness. Root quickly adapted and now explores the museum with ease.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not dragging a shell anymore.
You've seen a dog with a little wheel on it or
Of
something?
course. Yeah.
It's kind of cute.
You've seen a dog with a
Look at
little
that.
wheel on it?
It's like a dog collar on it.
Wait a minute, where's the wheel?
It's underneath
on
them.
the right little
Oh,
foot.
yeah, he's missing his right little.
Did you know Lego is the #1 manufacturer of tires in the world? It's absolutely true.
What?
Oh, I thought there was
They
What?
are the #1
Yeah,
manufacturer of tires.
They have
in
little
the world.
tires and stuff. They're saying
They
it's
sell
like-
more tires than Goodyear.
It's
or-
like the #1 automobile manufacturer. It's Little Tikes cars. Those
Oh,
orange
I
and yellow.
see.
Yeah.
Does it say how this little turtle lost his foot? Was
No, it doesn't. Not
stepping
much.
on a Lego?
Yeah. Well,
Jocelyn-
apparently it was one of those landmine sensing turtles that they've been using.
Yeah. Yeah.
This would be a nice Pixar movie, don't you think?
Have you ever had what is it? Turtles. What do they make turtle feet out of? Don't they make
Turtle
turtle feet
feet?
out
Turtle
of
feet.
frog's legs? Is what I'm thinking.
No.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Those are made out of frog's legs.
Frogs,
Yeah.
what are frogs legs
weird
made out
that
of?
they-
Turtle feet?
Yeah, I just, for some reason, I know this sounds weird. I can eat all the chicken, and I don't think I could eat frog's legs.
You've
They're
never had
tasty.
a frog
I
leg?
enjoy them.
It may be because of that famous cartoon with the
You've had 'em?
the frog on the wheel, the thing on the little wheel board, like in Eddie Murphy in that one movie.
Oh, there's a cartoon where they did that?
Yeah, it's a little frog on a little. His legs are cut off, and
it's
he's got
a New Yorker, yeah.
got a little sign.
Oh,
poor little guy.
Yeah, it was a rare New Yorker cartoon that
With a
was
punchline?
comical.
Yeah.
Those are all funny.
They're all funny.
They're all funny.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pig gets a bank loan. Whatever. I don't get it.
Well, I see.
A set of first 4 editions of William Shakespeare's collected works could sell for as much as $6 million at auction.
Did he autograph them?
Sotheby's auction house said the sale set for May 23rd will be the first time since 1989 that a set of the first, second, third, and fourth folios have been offered at auction as a single lot.
You won't be buying them.
Estimated sale price, I hate Shakespeare. Estimated
That's what
sale price, $4.6 to
You like
$6
movies?
million.
I knew you weren't a fan.
Well, Josh, I know for you, with
every
your,
plot you've
your
ever seen.
faux literary posturing,
Yes.
you could buy the Cliff Notes, the entire Shakespeare, all for $10 if you go to Etsy.
That's tragedies and comedies?
Slightly used, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sonnets too?
Yeah, I don't know if the sonnets are there, but
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? You're hot and sweaty.
oh,
You're musky.
Lovely.
And you reek of patchouli.
I see.
May I sample your fromundagum?
That's Shakespeare. Did you guys know that?
Oh, really?
Fromundagum.
Do they still make that?
Sonnet number 23.
Juliet would like too young to hear.
Yeah, Wrigley used to make that. Yeah, Fromundagum.
Allow me to feast on your butt.
That's from Much Ado About Nothing.
That is, yeah.
Allow me to feast on your butt.
One of the witches says that.
I see.
From the Associated Press this morning, frustrated with traditional dating, many young people in China now are going on live-streamed video chats to find love.
Oh, all right.
The chat rooms are hosted by what's called a cyber matchmaker, all while thousands of viewers watch and comment in real time.
Whoa!
Yeah. In 2025, a report by Chinese data analysis agency says over 30% of people were single because work kept them too busy to date, facing a plummeting birth rate and an aging population. China has stepped up measures to encourage single folks to date, marry, and have babies. Can you imagine trying to meet somebody and having people comment?
Are the Chinese, I mean, from a cultural standpoint, are they as mean and awful as we are online?
I don't know.
You think?
Oh, I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know how that could be. Happening. Maybe, but I
It's
don't think
way
so.
more policed. Their internet, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that'd be funny. You're going online. Boy, this one's a real dog. All of a sudden, knock on the door. Hey, Chiang Kai-shek's here to cut your head off. What's he doing?
You might have something there, though. Maybe they're all really
What if they're
encouraging
polite?
and positive and
Yeah.
trying to get these people to, fall in love.
Do they still have birth limits?
No.
Those are
No,
gone?
it's
Okay.
gone.
Now, this is from the Mr. Obvious Institute.
Yes.
Vaping devices and e-cigarettes flavored with menthol, coffee, and watermelon, among others, according to a new study potentially drive addiction by making the products more appealing, according to experts.
Duh.
Oh, this is the No Shinola Institute for Advanced Studies. It says the flavors themselves don't make vaping products more addictive, but they cause users to indulge more frequently. Now they're getting so
yes. So right,
yeah. The addiction component of them is the nicotine, right?
Doritos don't. People eat more Doritos than carrots because they claim Doritos taste better.
Wait a minute. What's the claim again?
I need a grant. I want to study this.
You can have a carrot or a slice of pizza. Give me a minute.
Yeah, that seems so obvious. And I know there was a huge scandal about menthol cigarettes, and that's kind of gone. They were going to ban them.
That's gone away, yeah.
Are they legal in all states, though?
I don't know.
Menthol cigarettes? Wasn't there a thing where you could buy like little loads?
They're still out there, the Crush. My brother Joe just bought a pack of those.
Well, how does that work?
It's in the filter. You just crush it, and it becomes menthol. I think that when you crush it, it releases the insulation, from what I understand.
So you put it in there next to the pink insulation?
No, it's already in there.
Oh, it's when you crush it.
You crush the filter,
releases.
and it makes it so you can smoke it regularly.
I was going to say, so you have a choice.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, that's advanced
That's
science.
great for folks that bum cigarettes.
Oh, yeah. Even rednecks can be scientific.
Oh, a menthol? No.
So is the name of the cigarette called a Crush?
Yes. What brand is it, Jeff? Do you remember? Is it a Marlboro Crush? Camel Crush. Yeah.
Camel Crush.
Wow.
Never heard of that before.
Boy, those go together. Camel Crush.
Well, I can see how you get a Crush and a Camel. They have such nice eyelashes.
Oh, they are lovely.
They are so pretty.
But you're going to need a stool.
Anything out there in the desert, Tom? Come on.
That's the advantage of a llama. They're right there.
They
There's a lot of drama with the llama, though. A lot of baby drama.
So sorry.
I don't want a drama with my llama.
Okay, now
save the drama for your mama.
Right now, mamas and llamas, everybody, I want to remind you,
my mama?
When it's time to retire, you certainly would like to keep getting that paycheck. Well, very few of us have jobs. None of us have a job in which, when it's time to say goodbye, we keep getting paid.
You could fix that.
Since you are the boss.
That would include me.
You could help us out.
Well, thank goodness we have Silac.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The Silac Insurance Company, what are they all about? Well, they're all about something called annuities. And an annuity is something that's going to guarantee that check keeps a-coming. So, Social Security is going to be nice. We'll assume it's still going to be there, but one never knows. But an annuity is going to be there, and you cannot outlive your money. Also, you don't have to worry about the ups and downs of the stock market. Lately, that's been kind of I guess everyone's saying the same thing, roller coaster ride, up, down, up, down, up, down. So find out what it's all about in the world of annuities by contacting the folks at the Silac Insurance Company. You can check it out at bobandtom.com. We can link you there. Or here's another really easy way to find out what's going on. Just to get some information, you take your phone and you actually call pound 250. That's the pound sign, sometimes called a hashtag. But just do pound 250 and then say the words lifetime income. That's pound 250, lifetime income, to get information about how when it's time to retire, you've still got some cash coming in on a monthly basis. An annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. They like to say plan on it and live on it. So don't stress about your retirement money running out. Once again, with a Silac Insurance annuity, that can't happen. You cannot outlive your money, and you can counter volatility in the stock market with an annuity. Now, coming up, more pleasantry and delights.
Oh, yes.
We're going to be nice to Pat Godwin. We've taken a vote.
Thank you.
We've taken a vote. It was 4-3. We're going to be nice to Pat when we come back.
Son of a...
See, Pat's going to have a rough day because he perceives that we were being mean to him.
Yeah.
Pat, you hear that, you dummy? We're going to be kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turd face, you hearing this?
Don't interrupt. Okay. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's part sports.
We have football on the brain.
Part pop culture.
Dennis Leary. True or false? You refuse to wear a glove with Mickey Mantle's signature on it for the movie The Sandlot.
The Red Sox blood, the Brewers blood, they run deep.
And in the best celebrity interviews.
Robert De Niro here on The Rich Eisen Show. How are you, sir?
Just got over a 24-hour virus.
The antidote is to appear on The Rich Eisen Show.
There you go. I would have just done it earlier.
And you've got The Rich Eisen Show podcast.
There is a medicinal quality to appearing on this program.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Yes, that was the sound of Tom choking. It's the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast. From the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts, there's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Pat Godwin.
Hi.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Jeff Oskay's here. I am Chick McGee, and well, look at that. There's Tom enjoying Java House. What blend you got working over there now?
This is black tea, Mr. McGee.
Just good old Java House.
I'm taking a big risk. I put it in one of the larger cups. I hope I don't knock it over.
Oh, boy.
Remember last time?
That's a big
Well, you don't have a straw, do you?
I'd have to look.
Good. No, don't put a straw in there.
I'm busy over. Your hands are looking so youthful over there.
Oh, thank you very much. Once again.
So you're covering your hands for some reason.
No, I had a thing, and that's too boring to explain. But I just had a fun moment with my daughter.
Yeah.
We went to Target to the makeup department. I don't know anything about makeup. So she.
And how old's your daughter, this one?
She's 12.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was just delightful. She was there's a chart, and you can match up your skin with the goop. And you take the stick
goop.
out.
It's not a goop. It's called concealer, honey.
You take the stick out and you rub it on your thing.
Yeah, I feel like I went to the
Rub it on your thing?
makeup counter.
Why
at
don't you
Target.
rub it on your...
You have scars on your thing?
Yeah, and then what happened,
boy.
Tom?
God, no wonder you're not
No. Tell me what happened then, Tom.
You should be going at it like
You brought it up.
Mine's all scarred.
You can't.
It's got nicks and scrapes like a great white shark.
What are you doing?
Tell her
Are you-
not to bite so much.
Excuse me, what are we talking? I was trying to talk about something
Are you
pleasant.
making yourself vomit? Is that bruising your hands? That's a sign, you know.
Oh, yeah.
What is it now?
Making
Bulimia.
yourself vomit. Bulimia.
If your hands are all bruised.
Are you a victim of the mirror, Tom?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you worry about your appearance?
Are you a
Tom?
slave to your looks?
Are you a slave?
I hate
to fashion.
I wouldn't be good at being bulimic. I don't like barfing.
I don't either.
I hate vomiting. Ugh. No, I haven't done it.
Well,
in
who
quite some
loves
time.
it? Sometimes you have to, though.
What a
Yeah.
bold statement that was. I hate vomit.
Can you make
hate
yourself
vomiting.
Oh, I'm
vomit?
sure there are people that get into it. It's like everything else. There's probably a whole incredibly perverted sex thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, I bet there is.
There is.
There is?
There's
There
also a genre of horror films, and I forget exactly what it's called, but where it's like real vomiting taking place.
Huh.
And I have never seen one, but yeah.
Ugh.
People are like, have you ever seen any of this guy's movies? I was like, oh, is that the vomit guy? I'm like, no,
Oh,
I'm not
no,
watching
thanks.
them.
Now, we were talking about this unfortunate aspect of humanity a couple weeks ago when we learned the name of that stuff that you throw on it, the janitor would toss on it in school.
Yeah. What the heck was that called?
I thought it was Vomit Dry, but it's not. It's no.
Vomcon or
no
something?
Yeah, I think it is like Vomcom.
Yeah.
Which sounds like Vomcom sounds like some kind of a weekend event where kids dress up and go and.
A Vomcom sounds like something a very sick Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks would star in.
Yeah. I
Well,
love you, but it makes me sick. I
they
love
both
you.
had raw pork
Yeah.
at the same party.
It was a bad meat greet.
Meat cute.
Meat cute.
The meat cute.
Screwed it up.
They met. He was holding her hair back. Sorry.
works.
We were talking earlier about flying. And we had, and I can't find the article I was reading yesterday about they were interviewing flight attendants and about how there are so many more, it seems, crazy people flying. We've had 4 or 5 stories in the last, I would say, 2 months about major commercial airlines turning around, sometimes halfway across the ocean, that have to turn around for one reason or another involving some idiotic passenger. Here's one.
I'd like to think a pilot at some point said, look, if I have to turn this plane around,
Oh, yeah.
you're not going to
Got it.
like it.
Yeah.
Well, one of the ones I read about yesterday, they ended up, what's that stuff called? Zip tying the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they have zip
The
ties.
passengers held him down. They zip tied him, and
Oh, yeah.
they took shoelaces and tied him seriously. But in this case, this is an odd one. A Lufthansa flight from L.A. to Munich ended up stopping in Boston because they found an iPad jammed into a seat.
Why would you have to stop?
Maybe
for
they
that?
thought it was some sort of device.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
according to the airline flight crew and air traffic controllers. The airline said rather that the flight crew and air traffic controllers were concerned the iPad might overheat and cause a fire, and it was showing visible signs of deformation due to the seat's movements.
Oh.
So they landed at Logan.
Logan.
And a tactical team removed the iPad.
That's the name of an airport, Logan.
I guess they can't. I don't know. It seems. Didn't we have one in which there was concern about a mouse? There were mice or something.
There was a mouse, but they didn't want it to eat through any wiring or something that would be crucial, like a landing gear or something.
Why aren't there more books, children's books about mouses, airline pilots? That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Little hat.
Yeah.
Little mouse airline.
Sure. I mean, Stuart Little drove a car.
He did.
But I don't know that he ever flew.
You know, sometimes I just do stuff like this.
No.
to throw.
No, don't stop there. Keep going. I want to hear more about the mouse driving the airplane.
Well,
I say write it.
in my world, it wouldn't be a tiny airplane like in Stuart Little, a tiny car. It would be a regular size airplane.
Right.
Well, how would he touch the pedals?
It's outfitted for the mouse. These
He's
engineers,
a brilliant pilot, so it's worth doing the extra work in the cockpit.
He's unbelievable. He's never had one accident.
How about this?
Shot down 10 Jerrys in World War II.
In one
afternoon,
his normal co-pilot, which is just the man,
right,
is sick one day,
Yeah.
and so they bring in this new hotshot pilot that's a cat.
Oh, this is getting good.
And the mouse doesn't want anything to do
It
with
has
it.
no interest.
And the cat says words like, "Hey, nice turds on the cabin floor, huh? You can't get up and use the facility. What's the matter? You can't get in." This is a great book, Chick.
And then he looks at the camera coming from the guy who has to crap in a box. Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Little sides like that.
And the cat just, I'm not going to like this at all, said the cat. You know, and the mouse is like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
Okay, I want to see if Christy remembers something.
What?
Remember we were down in Kentucky, the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the most beautiful state in America.
Just a state.
And no, it's a Commonwealth.
Whatever. It's a state. Stop doing that. No one likes it.
I don't care if they like it. I'm right and they're wrong. You're liking me as no bearing on anything.
Just finish your boring story.
The larger point, that I'll ask you, Josh, Mr. Smart Guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, this mouse is an unbelievable pilot.
Okay, then we're done with that.
I'm listening.
We were discussing the fact that jockeys have to make weight.
Yes.
And they do something rather unpleasant.
I have to make.
What do they do?
Oh, jockeys vomit, probably.
Yeah,
They call it flipping.
That was my trivia question.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're allowed to do that?
Yeah.
They're encouraged to do it, which is unfortunate.
Remember, wrestlers were encouraged to do
But
that.
let's
back
be
in the
honest,
day.
jockeys, they're not really people.
What is wrong with you?
Look at
You know how dangerous that is?
What, calling a jockey not a person?
No, that is one of the most dangerous gigs ever.
Riding a horse?
Yeah.
Huh.
Really?
That is super scary. You're an incredibly...
That's why we don't use people to do it. We use jockeys.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, I have a series of jokes I can't do. Just want you to know. I could fill with these.
It doesn't sound like there's any editing here today at all on the show.
I know where you're going.
Okay.
Yeah, we all do.
Pat, grab that guitar. It's time for a song.
All right. You're going to be nice to me? What do you want to hear?
Well, it depends.
You want choices?
Well, you could do something from your new album. You could do...
that'd be great.
Would you like to hear something from the new album?
The new
Rosie?
album.
From
Hotel
the next?
Pool.
You want to hear that?
Hotel Pool. It's Hotel Pool season, isn't it? Just about.
It is indeed.
We're
Would you like to
getting
hear
there.
that?
Pool.
I don't even need
Do you
this.
have a new album coming out already?
About
that's-
5 months, yeah.
Good for you.
It's ridiculous.
Who do you think you are, Fleetwood Mac? Just put it out, all right? 5 months to make an album.
There's a question. Who had the best 3 albums in the shortest period of time?
Oh, but that's a hard question.
I think the answer is Creedence.
No, it's got to be Elton John or Stevie Wonder.
You think?
Get back to me. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, we'll
it's
find
Pat
out.
Godwin.
I think the answer is Pat Godwin, and I
leading
thought
to
you're all going
Stevie
to be
Wonder.
nice to me, so how about a last kiss?
Pat Godwin is not in my answer. Oh, hi, Pat.
Took my son on many trips. Cars, planes, big old ships. Got him check out the sights, thought he'd think they're cool.
Thought he think they're cool.
It's really, it is
That
not.
caught me off guard.
Not really helping, is it?
He seen Niagara Falls, stood and stared. Mount Rushmore, but he didn't care. He said, Dad, does the hotel have a pool?
Titular song.
Yes, son, the hotel has a pool. Well, I took my boy to Mexico. On the flight and away we go. We're going deep sea fishing where the bass is so much larger.
Is the album version this slow?
I spent some quality time. The ocean water is so sublime. I said, Dad, I lost my Apple charger.
Wouldn't you agree at Laugh Free?
iPad's almost dead. These are the things that my son said. I want to play Minecraft in the room all alone.
Spoiled rotten kid.
Son, don't be a tool. He said, Dad, don't be cruel. By the way, does the hotel have a pool? I said, yes. The hotel by the ocean has a pool. He says, salt water burns my eyes. Our sharks have a shape and size. Probably a jellyfish or two. And I hate the sand. Let's skip the beach and hit the hotel pool.
Yeah!
Heckled and all, I still made it through.
Yeah, you did.
There was a
trying to
lesson
throw
there.
you
It was a hotel right by the ocean.
Yes.
See?
You son of a bitch.
Just because when you were a kid, did this happen to you? Because I can remember that song is based on a real truism.
Heck yeah. Everybody wanted to go to the hotel pool, even if it was down the street from your house.
Yeah. Did you ever go on a vacation where you went to a hotel?
No, you know what my vacations consisted of when I was a kid? We went to neighboring cities and their laundromats to do our laundry. That was a big deal.
This should be in your book. I think Josh is right. You should write your book about a little mouse named Little Chickie.
I didn't say that.
Let's not drag the mouse into it. He's got his own book series.
Yeah.
It'd be
You could
bigger
take-
than Harry
you-
Potter.
You could take the mouse with you to various laundromats, and you
Got a
could
mouse
scare
in my
old
pocket.
ladies, and there'd be some scene where you're a little kid and you look under some old lady's dress.
Oh, sure, as we all did when we were little
Yeah,
kids.
we all were pervs.
You
Wait.
creepazoid.
You're
Oh,
the
you know,
one who
he's
had
the-
the
yeah.
older parents, and your mom was
Going
playing
to the
bridge,
card
and you're the
table,
one. That's why you fell
grabbing
in
Ethel's
love
thigh.
with your maid Paula, who used to shower you and
Well, Mrs. Allward,
spend a lot of time on your penis. I know
There
that.
appears to be an odor issue tonight. Well, hello, everybody. Hey, if you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's for horses.
Glad to be here, and we are broadcasting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I asked this question a few minutes ago. What rock and roll artist had the best run of great records in a row?
Yeah.
So
in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah.
But this is subjective.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
I mean, there are certain bands that have one great record.
Would have to be
There are certain bands that have one great song. Nothing wrong with one great song
Right.
in my
One-hit
mind.
wonders are great.
But this I did a quick search, and this says the Beatles. In 5 years, they released Rubber Soul, Revolver, Sgt. Pepper's, The White Album, and Abbey Road. Yeah, those are all pretty
I
good.
said the Beatles.
And what year was that?
I'm so tired of this.
What years was it?
Beginning 65 to 69.
Okay.
I mentioned Creedence because they had those three great records.
Well, I was right with the Beatles.
Yes, you were, Josh.
Thank you very much.
Now go itch your scratch. We had Led Zeppelin, the first four. Can't argue with those. The Stones, Beggar's Banquet, all the way to Exile. Those are four great records. Let It Bleed, Sticky Fingers.
Okay, Stevie Wonder, Talking Book, Fulfilling Us First Finale, and Inner-Visions.
Oh, my God. That's
And
it
before
right there.
that, Signed, Sealed, and Delivered. And before that, Music on My Mind. So,
What's the time frame of those first three?
let's see. 1970 was Signed, Sealed, and hang on. I'll get you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Do another one.
It's kind of interesting.
Talking Book was 72.
Songs in the Key of Life.
Fulfilling Us was 74.
He killed it.
And Inner-Visions was 73.
And we're bringing this up because Pat Godwin has released several albums in the last
5.
And then
Five?
we got a
Coming
new one coming. Do you have a title for the new one?
No, I do not.
But Elton John was, before he went nuts, was Madman, Tumbleweed.
Oh, yeah.
Don't Shoot Me. And I'm forgetting one.
Was he putting out two a year
Yellow Brick
about?
Road.
Yellow Brick. Well, yeah, but there were like,
And but the English releases were at a different timing.
yeah, different. Times.
And you got that live album is great. The first.
But he released Tumbleweed and Madman was almost done, I guess, or maybe I got that backwards. But
So see, Pat, you're okay. You can release a bunch of stuff, and if you can keep up the quality.
Well, I have a limited amount of time left on this world. and this
Wow,
earth.
this
This is how you want to spend it.
How many songs do you have for the next album?
We're 4 in.
Oh, you got a long way to go.
Nah, we're going to bang them out.
I hope those
All
are
right.
like 7-minute versions. The 4.
We're 4 in. We're going to do
4
12.
songs?
We're going to do 12.
Oh, you're going to do 12.
Taking it in batches of 4.
Ah, so you need 8 more, huh?
I've got a scene for your movie.
As long as one of them isn't chick facts.
Isn't what?
It's called Carfax for Singles.
Oh, okay.
That's a great song.
All right.
You did not like that song?
I'm glad you enjoy it.
I thought perhaps the nuance.
Instead of Carfax, chick facts?
Yeah.
Well, now they hear chick. Who are they going to think? Like I'm stupid? Is that what you're trying
When
to
we
do?
come back, Pat, I think that
You
song
stupid
is
whore.
that song is brilliant. Perhaps the subtlety of the fact that
Maybe
computer dating is somewhat analogous to the world of purchasing a car. And I know that you're not a car guy.
Maybe while you're reading Russian books, you forgot how to understand English.
Oh, that might be the case.
When we come back,
you are funnier than Tolstoy.
You cut him to the quick.
Yeah, well,
let me tell you about Simply Safe, Tom.
Please do.
We trust it here at the Bob and Tom Studios. We got the cameras and the security system here from Simply Safe, and you can too. Millions of Americans enjoy the new standard in home security, and the most important item, greater peace of mind every time they arm their Simply Safe system. They have active guard outdoor protection only from Simply Safe. AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents. If someone's lurking around your compound, agents can see and talk to that lurker in real time, activate spotlights, and even contact the police all before they have the chance to get inside your home. There's no long-term contracts or cancellation fees. Monitoring plans are affordable. They start around $1 a day, and Simply Safe has a 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. And right now, the offer of all time. Visit simplysafetom.com and claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and your first month free. Half off and your first month free. Go to simplysafetom.com. And remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
And the word simple is important because that's the great thing about Simply Safe. It is so easy to A, install, and B, to use. You don't have to worry about the confusion of what do I do when the alarm goes off. Just check it out. Tell them Chick McGee and the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show. Portions of the show brought to you by Champion Windows. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
In the month of May.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, where you're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom. How are you, buddy? We've got a special guest, I understand.
I think we're hooking up with Mr. Swardson. Nick Swardson. There he is. There's a handsome man for you. I'm not sure where he is. Hey, Nick, can you hear me okay?
I can, Tom. How are you, bud?
Doing great. Now, it's my understanding you are going to be in a new production about to be released in the Happy Gilmore realm.
Yep, it's a small independent film called Happy Gilmore. Yeah, we're very, really, really excited. I believe it's July 25th.
What is your purpose and your role in this one?
They switched it up. I play Happy Gilmore.
Oh wow. That is quite a change.
What a surprise, yeah.
Pretty wide. It's a little bit of a curveball for the fan base. But, I think I can do it. And then Sandler plays my caddy, and he's naked.
I see. Now,
I made him do that.
Are you calling from a hotel bedroom?
I am. I just got in last night. I'm touring right now, so I got in late last night. So
yeah, it looks like
I'm in Madison.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you playing?
I'm playing the Orpheum, the new Orpheum Theater on State Street tomorrow night.
Oh, that's great. Well, say hello to everybody in Madison for us. What else is on your?
Well, I'm excited.
What else is on your mind these days? Anything fun going on in your life?
Good gosh.
I will tell you what's on Nick's mind. How's it going with all your Hollywood friends out there when you're cheering on your Timberwolves? What's going on with that?
Oh my God. It's such a weird thing because the Lakers, because I'm from Minnesota, if people don't know, I just talk about it nonstop, but the Lakers are from Minneapolis. So they're the Minneapolis Lakers.
Right.
So, that's weird because people are like, well, why didn't you go over to there? And I'm like, well, why would I do that? You know what I mean? Even though, I've been living in Los Angeles, but I've always hated the Lakers. And then now I live there. I've been there for almost 30 years. And and the Timberwolves have come so close. There was a Garnett year where we took him to like game 5 or 6.
Yep.
And I think, that's when they had Kobe and everything. It got really ugly. But yeah, I've almost gotten beat up at Lakers games for wearing Timberwolves stuff.
I bet you have.
Yeah. In general, that's not out of the question. But yeah, but it's weird when you get, in a fight at a Laker game because it's celebrities. So like, I almost got a haymaker by like Dame Judi Dench. You know what I mean? I'm peeing next to Daniel Day-Lewis. I don't know what he's going to do.
Right.
It's a lot of wild cards out there.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know that if you don't wear San Francisco Giant stuff going to a Dodger game, there have been some incidents. People take it way too seriously. Our guest is comedian Nick Swardson, comedian / actor, and tomorrow night, Madison. What did you say? Is it the Orpheum? What did you say?
The brand new theater.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm excited.
That'll be great.
I'm doing it's just so you know, I'm doing a whole Midwest run. So I'm doing Madison, Milwaukee, Black River Falls, and Des Moines. And these are shows that were canceled because I was filming Happy Gilmore 2. And then I had to cancel a second time because I got the norovirus over the holidays.
Oh, my.
And I had to go to the hospital. So this is my third time. So I want people to know that I am here. Like, I'm not filming Happy Gilmore 3, and I didn't get a virus.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right. Now, are you going to get to go to the premiere?
I don't know. I don't even think they have premieres anymore because of COVID. I think they might do something like maybe Sandler will take us out to play mini golf or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's not going to be some crazy event that I know of.
I see.
Maybe we'll go to a Culver's.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
those are
delicious.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. You know what?
Fish and chips.
Butterburger, come on.
Now, Nick, here's a stupid question, and that's why I'm asking it. When you were starting, did the MCs tend to get your name? Is Swardson's a little bit awkward on the tongue? Did they manage to spit it out properly, or were you introduced with weirdo variations?
I would be. It's Swartzen, Swardson. It's Swedish. So immediately people went to Schwartzman or Schwartzen. So they made me Jewish, and that's why Sam, I think, initially liked me. and then the spoiler alert was that I was Swedish, and then we've toughed that out.
Yeah. That's the same thing. That's what happened with Bernie Kosar and Art Modell in the Cleveland Browns. It's a true story.
Get comfortable for this story, Nick.
That is absolutely true. Nick, we got to run, but it's always a great pleasure.
Nick!
The fine stand-up comedy arts of the Swede, Nick Swardson. And you can see him tomorrow night in Madison, and look for him in lots of other spots. I'll get the chart out, and I'll read them to you tomorrow. How about that?
Thanks a lot, guys.
Hey.
Always great to see you.
Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Good tour, Nick.
All right.
Be well.
Now, we have, I think we have
those
time.
Swedes have that lutefisk? You know what that is? It's
No, what is
like bones that dissolve. It's like a Swedish dish, and it's supposedly...
I've never had it. Have you?
Like fish bones or something.
They eat fish bones?
What's it called?
Lutefisk, yeah.
Lutefisk? I think I'm getting that, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's unbelievably hideous, but they swear by it.
I was using that Mapplethorpe product, Lubafist.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Made in Sweden.
Oh, boy. Well, I hope he hung up.
Thank you, Christy. That's nice work. Are we going to get the song, Pat? We have time.
We have time? What do you want to hear?
The song about
The one that Josh was
about Carfax.
slamming?
I think this is really good. I think that it is truly analogous to the world of dating.
Yeah, they should have a Carfax for women and men.
What a great idea.
The spoil Stairway to Heaven for me?
He's grimacing. Pat is visibly
I'm smiling.
grimacing.
I know Josh is just kidding, but we will have a talk
joshing, isn't he?
after the show. I wish women came with something like Carfax.
Carfax.
She a total wreck. Or just a little ding-dang scratched. Can I get a dating history? Is she totally nuts? Well, that's just my speed. I need a full report. Check her girl facts. Are her kids still at home? Is she cool or could she crack? Is she really only 52? Is there an Adam's apple? Are those her real boobs? Does she run a little hot? Why did her marriages fail? Does she spend a lot? Is her ex in jail? She's so pretty. Where's that photo from? This year's gala or her senior prom? I wish women came with something called girl facts. Is she a prude in the sack or an infomaniac? I'm talking car facts for singles. If you're on Tinder or Christian Mingle, women wish there was a thing called dude facts. Something that tracked him if he cheated behind girls' backs. Does this guy have a real job? Does he have a micro D or a big old knob? Does he really do yoga like his profile said? Does he own his own house? Is he good in bed? Oh, why is he single? Does he drink like a fish? Are his favorite bands Motley Crue and Kiss? Women wish there was something called dude facts. And if he plays guitar, oh, get out of there fast. A car facts for singles. Make sure that rash isn't herpes, just shingles.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Very, very good, Pat. I look forward to hearing that one on the new album.
Thank you.
The new album is called what?
It's called whatever you want to call it because you're in charge.
Thank you very much. Me presents him. Me presents him. The man, the guitar, the facts. See, Josh, the reason that's an important song. Oh, we're out of time. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
NBA veteran Jim Jackson takes you on the court.
You get a chance to dig into my 14-year career in the NBA and also get the input from the people that will be joining. Charles Barkley.
I'm excited to be on your podcast, man. It's an honor.
Spike Lee, entrepreneur, filmmaker, Academy Award winner.
Knicks fans.
So, now you see, I got you. But also how sports brings life, passion, music, all of this together.
The Jim Jackson Show, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.